All right. Hey, everyone. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is an early birthday.
https://streamer.com/
This is an early birthday Q&A that anyone is welcome to join. And all right. Movie and Game Lover 98 is coming very soon, so all right. So feel free to ask me any question you'd like. And
Hello, me Cookie Monster.
you're Cookie Monster? Well, hello there, Cookie Monster.
Hello, Flicker. Me doing well.
I'm doing pretty great myself, too.
Well, that's good to know.
Hi, Flicka, it's Alex.
Oh, hello, Alex. And look who's here. Moving Game Lover 98.
Hi, Movie and Game Lover 98.
Hey, Flicka. Hey, Mr.
Oh, his name is Alex.
All right, Alex. Oh, I remember him. I think he was in one of your previous streams. How are you guys both doing? Great.
Hello, me Cookie Monster. Me doing great.
Yep. Happy early birthday, Flicka, since I know your actual birthday's tomorrow.
Happy early birthday.
Why, thanks. And,
Yep. I know this time we're going to be doing a Q. It's been a while since you've done a Q&A.
yeah. And we're also introducing a brand new guest as well.
Yep. Well, so yep, you're excited for your birthday tomorrow, aren't you, Flicka? Because I know you'll be busy on that day tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I'm going to have friends come over, and
Nice.
my grandparents are coming over as well.
Nice, nice.
I'm also going to be having pizza, Denver chocolate sheet cake, and vanilla ice cream.
Nice, nice. I hope you get some great gifts, too. Well, you'll show me what they are eventually, but we just don't know quite.
I might show off my birthday gifts tomorrow.
Well, I'm doing a lot better than last year.
That's good. Isn't that? Am I pleased you're doing great, Alex?
Yes.
That's great. Yeah.
Well,
Now I want to. Oh, sorry.
sorry.
It's okay. I was just saying I was gonna ask Flick a cool question.
No problem. Go ahead.
Oh, you'll never believe this, Flicka. What if do you think maybe we could try a fan-made Dragon Tales, but this time they make Kiki take a bath, and maybe we'll do another version where they make Finn take a nap.
All right.
Well, first, how about we try the one with Kiki trying to get her to take a bath, and Finn
And
tries.
somebody else is joining us as well.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello, sound. Hello, sound check.
Oh, sound check. It's a pleasure.
I've known
Now
him
it's just-
for
Nice
a
to
while
meet you.
now, too. So,
Yeah.
Movie and Game Lover 98 said, what if we did a fan-made dialogue? Well, let's just get to it.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. That's
Where's Kiki's rubber ducky?
Well, first, oh yeah, it's just you need a bath, Kiki.
No bath, no!
And then Wheezy, of course,
really
she brought her backup rubber ducky. Here's
Oh,
my
come-
rubber ducky, Kiki. I know you want it.
Well, no. Well, of course, now would it be cool if it oh, please give Kiki a bath, please. She smells yucky.
Fun fact: Zach and Wheezy have a July birthday.
Well, we better get him into the bath fast.
Yeah, I know how you feel about yucky smells, Zachy. Well,
who
see,
should be the
that was really easy getting Kiki into the bath.
All right. Soundcheck, what were you about to say?
thing? Who should be the Yeah, I know how you feel about the Yeah, who should be the What was it again? Yeah, I know how you feel about the how smelly smells. Yeah, who should be?
It's
That was Wheezy.
Oh,
saying
that was Wheezy.
And she's gonna feel nice and fresh and clean when she gives herself a nice dragon bath.
and then Kiki says no, and who should say Kiki? But it's bathy time, Kiki.
I'll say it. But Kiki, it's party time.
No!
That was
Glad
was
we
good.
glad we got that straightened out, huh, Wheezy? Yeah.
To make sure Kiki gets into the bath. Emmy, you have ideas?
I don't think so, Max. CC.
What about you, Enrique?
Well, I would always think of when I had trouble taking a bath when I was 2 years old. I remember I couldn't do my bath without the particular bath toy. Wait a minute.
Rubber ducky. Rubber ducky. I know it's going to be a rubber ducky.
Yeah. Oh, and then of course this Flicka where, well, this. Wait a minute. Kiki never goes to her bathy time without the rubber ducky, just like Finn does. But where is it? I hear rubber ducky. Come out, rubber ducky. Where are you hiding, rubber ducky?
Oh no!
What's wrong, Zachy?
I accidentally popped it.
Ducky!
It's okay, Kiki. I'll just go get you another rubber ducky at the lost and found.
I'll come with you, Zachy.
Sure thing, Weez.
You are stuck to me anyway, so let's go! That's why there's a rotten dragon.
Yeah, we're going with you.
Excuse me, ma'am. We're looking for a rubber ducky for one of our other baby dragons. Do you have one?
Ooh, see. I do have a rubber ducky at the Lost and Found. I believe this is what Kiki's looking for.
Oh, thank you, Miss Sir. Let's go take this back to Kiki. And then who's staying with Kiki and saying, Kiki, is your bathwater too hot? Do you need it cooled down? Who should be that since Ord went with Zach and Wheezy?
All right.
So what if we have like Emmy doing it, or
All right. Or Max.
either Emmy or Matt? Yeah.
All right. Kiki, is your bathwater too hot? Or is it too cold? Or would you like, or is it just right?
No.
Yeah, I don't really recall watching this episode.
Well,
It's
that's
just-
because it's fan made.
This is
Yes.
okay, so this is a fan made one. Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
But
for
we
a second
do
I thought
know-
it was
Oh
What
yeah.
the real
Now that you mentioned
episode was-
fan-made, I've been working on my own fan-made Pinky Dinky Doo episodes.
Nice.
oh, really?
Nice one, Alex.
Oh, here's a fun fact. That show was made by the people that also made Sesame Street and Dragon Tales. Sesame Workshop, formerly known as the CTW or Children's Television Workshop.
Yeah.
that
I know.
show actually aired on Nick Jr.
Yes.
or Noggin. Yeah.
Yes. And if you want to know what Noggin is, it is basically a block featuring a mixture
Noggin come
of
from
shows
Canada?
from Nickelodeon and the Children's Television Workshop mashed together.
And then who should be coming in? And then what if Kiki did this to Max or Emmy's nose? Wait, whose nose should she do it to? And Flicka, should she do it? No. Oh no. First,
Emmy, I can't breathe.
no. Well, first, like it was this ducky, and then Max goes, oh,
Kiki! Emmy, I can't breathe.
oh, Max. Kiki thinks your nose is her rubber ducky. Well,
Guys,
yeah, it's doing this just to calm her down. Just like, you know how, remember she did it to Zach because she thought his nose was her squishy?
Yeah, I wish that could have been an actual episode from season 4 had Dragon Tales still been on air making new episodes after season 3.
Well, cause Dragon Tales and Pinky Dinky Doo are both from Sesame Workshop, we can have Pinky Dinky Doo's Adventures in Dragonland.
Ooh, that sounds like a great idea.
Looks like it's time for me to think big.
And maybe another episode. Maybe in another episode, maybe they could stop by Elmo's World, since that is a segment from Sesame Street made by Sesame Workshop as well.
Oh yeah, fun fact, I was Cookie Monster for Halloween last year.
You
Nice.
were the Cookie Monster for
Really?
Halloween?
Yeah, he was Cookie Monster for Halloween last year. Cause me know how to do the voice.
I remember I was a couple of years ago, I was Ernie for Halloween. Ernie from Sesame Street. Oh, what
Nice.
Bert? Oh, hey, old buddy Bert. Oh,
Oh, Ernie.
oh, I came to Dragonland with you guys.
Me wondering if Dragonland have cookies.
Oh yes, Dragonberry cookies.
Do you love cookies, Ord? Me,
Nice.
always in the mood for
That is so
cookies.
cool.
Yes.
Anyway.
How about you and I share those Dragonberry cookies together? Let's eat.
Cookie! Yum, 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 yum.
Nice.
Cookies.
Nice.
I do have Elmo's World, Birthdays, Games, and more on VHS still, Kyle Pelgrim. Hell, hold on, Kyle. Let me go get this VHS tape for you.
Oh, well, AKA his YouTube channel name's something. Wait, you said something called Kyle Flick 2000. That you're referring to Sound Check?
No.
Oh, just
Who was in?
Oh.
In the who was texting?
Oh. Sorry. And yeah, not referring to Sound. No. Alex. Either.
Right.
No. Okay. Anyway.
All right.
Well,
Kyle,
anyway,
here it is. Elmo's World, Birthdays, Games, and More on VHS.
one of my YouTube friends has that on DVD. Look, it's really easy to find that DVD. Did you know it's an easy DVD to find?
Yeah, I do have some Elmo's World DVDs, but this is not one of them that I have. But at least they have it on VHS.
Oh, sorry.
And would you like to know the fun fact about this sound check?
Yeah.
This was actually released 1 week after Art for Celebration was released on VHS.
Really?
Yes. See, this was released May 15th, 2001. Art for Celebration came out on May 8th of 2001.
Okay. Oh, I used to have an Elmo's World DVD back in like 2006, but I don't really have it anymore.
Which one was it? Was it Dancing, Music, and Books or something?
That's no. I think it was Reach for the Sky.
Reach for the Sky. That was a 2006 DVD.
Yeah,
And
you
I
mentioned
have
Elmo.
that DVD.
I just
You
realized
guys enjoy it.
something. The
What's
Adventures
up?
of Elmo in Grouchland will be celebrating its 25th anniversary this year.
And,
Yes.
And Elmo's World, the street we live on, will celebrate its 20th anniversary this year. And Sesame Street will be turning 55 years old this year.
Wow.
Yep.
So,
Is this what you're referring to? Is this the copy of the DVD you had?
yes. That's the one. That's the one.
From Sony Wonder.
Yep, that's the one.
And yeah, the Sony Wonder, now you know that Sony Wonder not only released Arthur releases, but the same company that made Arthur releases made Sesame Street on VHS and DVD as well.
Hey, I actually have a birthday themed DVD for you, which is but it's not a Elmo's World one.
Is it a Curious George one?
Actually, no, it's all grown up.
All grown up.
Yeah.
Oh, aren't you referring to the aren't you referring to the Nickelodeon? That's a spinoff to Rugrats sound check.
Yes,
all grown
yes,
up.
Yes, that's exactly what.
Want me to go get it?
Yeah, of course. As he's grabbing it, now we can finish the thing, Flicka, if you don't mind. The family dialogue of Kiki trying to take a bath.
Go right ahead.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
All right, so
Abby, I can't breathe.
Matter of fact, here,
All right, we're
wait for you
gonna finish the dialogue first before you show it off.
Yeah.
And now, back to the dialogue.
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
Yeah, wait, you were.
Hi.
Emmy, I can't breathe.
Oh, Max! Kiki thinks your nose is her rubber ducky, just like how she thought Zach's nose was her squishy.
She does?
Yeah, definitely, Max. That was just to keep her kind of laughing it off instead of just kept crying over and over again. And then who could come in?
He burped.
No. Well, wait. You said something about Bert?
Well, that's part of the dialogue. He
Anyway.
burped. Oh. Hey, we are the Sesame Street Gang, and we just came to Dragonland.
Yeah,
What's-
we enjoy cookies with Ord.
Dragonberry cookies.
Yeah, you're right, Dragonberry.
Well, that's not part of the dialogue, but okay. I can just listen to it anyway. Anyway.
Now, let's start
Hey,
with the
what if
letter
we're doing Zoe or Elmo?
Cookie starts with C. Let's think of other things that start with C.
Well, I
Nah,
don't
who
know.
cares about the other things?
All
C
right.
is for cookie. That's going enough for
Not
me.
for me.
C is for cookie. That's going
It's
enough
good
for
enough for
me.
me.
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. Oh, cookie starts with C. Yeah.
Hey, Kiki, I've got a special song for you, and it's one of my favorites. Rubber Ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. Rubber Ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Bo 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 deo. Rubber Ducky, joy of joys. When I squeeze you, you make noise. Rubber Ducky, you're my very best friend, it's true. Oh, every day when I make my way to the tubby, I find a little fella who's cute and yellow and chubby. Rubber dubba dubby, rubber ducky, you're so fine. And I'm lucky that you're mine. Rubber ducky, I'm like a whole pond of
Surprise face.
rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of
Nice singing, Flicka, and nice one, Alex. You have a surprise face toss. I have a Tommy Thomas. Don't you know I have a Tommy Thomas too, Alex? But it's just a normal happy Thomas. I got this from this year.
But I have the Japanese play rail one.
The one with the white
with the custom-made one from the Stamp Play Rail store that comes with the jet engine. Get this, the motor goes really fast.
Well, it would have been. I guess that's appropriate because at least you don't put it on the ground. Roll it on some carpet, get fluff all over it. But anyway, okay. Now let's keep finishing Flicka, and then we're saying who comes in screaming, "Got it!" We have the ducky.
All right. How did you like this song, Kiki? Got it!
We got the ducky! Shh!
Oh, it was Ord that said got it.
Oh.
And Zach, I was being Zach's, we have the ducky! The real one! Shh!
Oh, I am glad Kiki enjoys this rubber ducky.
Oh, Ernie! I thought we found another ducky that was just like looks like just like yours. We were trying to get one for Kiki because she was.
I brought my own rubber ducky to go to Dragonland, but I'm glad you have your own rubber ducky as well.
Yeah. Okay.
And head over heels. So I don't care what anyone says, but no matter what, Emmy stole Enrique's clothes.
Well, they just had an idea because I thought they couldn't use Emmy's dress in head over heels.
Yeah.
That's why. Right. So, by the way, here's some things I want to show you as well, Flicka. Some new Disney stuff I got for my collections.
All right.
Mind if I show them?
Sure.
Yep.
Sure. Go right ahead, and then I'll have Soundcheck show the all grown up one after you're finished.
Yep. Disney Princess Stories now Volume 2. This one is called Tales of Friendship, where it looks like almost identical to Volume 1, except this time Snow White replaced Belle still with Jasmine and Ariel. But luckily, I looked right here. I don't see part of Ariel's stomach, even if she's in her mermaid form, in this one when she was on the dress in the first volume. But me touching a pink DVD case prevents me from getting stupid cancer in the future, and I don't want to get cancer in the future. I hate getting cancer. And this Princess Enchanted Tales, which some people say this is the true sequel to the original Sleeping Beauty from 1959. Since we didn't get we got that 2014 live action Maleficent, which I'm never ever getting. I have to watch these one of these days. Well, probably look through the trailers on this DVD. But I have to see it because this DVD is from 2007 Enchanted Tales. Hopefully, please pray there's no No. Little Einstein's trailer on this, please. Please pray there's no Little Einstein's trailer on this 2007 release. Or the Princess Stories Volume 2 2005 release either.
All right. Well, I am a loving cat owner. But this is my little princess.
Oh, what a cutie! Oh, okay. Let's let Soundcheck show off his thing now, since I'm
I looked it up. This one, the first preview is for the Jungle Book, then Enchanted.
Enchanted.
Then there is a preview for, I'm sorry to say this, but Little Einsteins is the last trailer on the DVD.
Of Princess Enchanted Tales 2007 release.
Yeah, Follow Your Dreams. I looked up the opening and closing, but according to what the description says, you could at least skip the trailer on the DVD if you're not a big fan of the show itself.
Yeah. Can we all just agree that Little Einsteins is just a terrible Playhouse Disney show?
Well, yeah, but if some people like it, then that's totally fine. But
I can handle your opinion.
Okay, but now let's let Soundcheck show off his DVD, pretty please.
Okay,
All right,
we go.
all right.
Or the DVD that's birthday themed is a 2004 DVD for All Grown Up, Lucky 13.
I remember you
was an
came up
unlucky
with
number.
a fan-made WGBH Boston release of that one. I think that one had the Fishbowl or Snow Globe by then in.
Okay, this one had the Snow Globe one.
Okay, yeah, but it's a Nickelodeon show, but it's fan-made because.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now.
Anyway, this is so as you can see, here's the front cover, and it has Angelica celebrating her 13th birthday.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yep, Boy Genius movie, the movie that kicked off the series.
I actually have that DVD movie in Game Lover 98.
Nice. And this just got released on Blu-ray too.
Anyway, so this is the front cover. There's Angelica celebrating her 13th birthday with Tommy and Chucky. And then there's the song, and there's.
I can still see that's Tommy and Chucky because they still have the same hairstyle from the Rugrats, but this is just a.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to describe All Grown Up the show.
Anyway, this is the spine, and there's Angelica jumping in the air, and here's the back, and then the episodes are Lucky 13, Tween Age Tycoon, Truth the Consequences, and Thief Encounter. They're all from season 1.
Wow. You have a birthday-themed All Grown Up DVD? Well, guess what? I have a birthday-themed Clifford DVD. Happy birthday, Clifford.
And
Oh, look, it's Clifford.
And as you can see, it
He's
comes with
wearing
the
purple
booklet
pants.
and there's the disc.
Clifford is wearing purple pants.
Well, yeah.
Those are just balloons on the cover.
Oh, wait, Clifford can't wear purple pants. He would look so silly.
All right.
But he can try dressing up as a ghost because there's a Clifford Halloween release, which we're not going to show here.
Yeah, but this is the birthday themed Clifford release that I'm showing the sound check. And if you have not gotten any Clifford releases yet, sound check, I would highly recommend you go get them because they have some of the same cast members like Cav Sousey and others that were also shown on shows like Curious George, which I know you're a fan of.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Well.
I mean, I have watched Clifford the Big Red Dog and Clifford's Puppy Days as well.
Well, get this. Last year, I got to meet Debbie Derryberry.
You got to meet Debbie Derryberry, the voice of the jet plane?
Yes.
Well,
wait, Debbie Derryberry?
Yes.
Jimmy Neutron?
Yes.
Jimmy Neutron, JJ the jet plane, etc., etc.
Yes.
Oh my God! I've never met that person in real life before. Where'd you meet her at, Alex?
I met Debbie in Allen and Sandy in Houston with her husband Lex Lang.
Nice.
Did you ask her to do a couple of voices of things with doing JJ's voice?
Yes.
But well,
sorry.
Yeah, Debbie Derryberry. She was actually the second voice actress for JJ the Jet Plane. The original was Mary Kay Bergman.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of Mary Kay Bergman, she was actually one of the original actors for Timmy Turner in Fairly Odd Parents.
Well, last year in Allen, I got to meet Darren Norris and Butch Hartman.
What?
Yes.
Well,
Well, that's really cool news. But
Oh, wait a minute, Alex. Which part of Texas do you live in?
I live in Houston. I go to college north of Dallas.
Oh, I'm actually in Rockwall County, which is
Ooh, wow.
oh, and I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you the city that I'm in, but I'll just tell you what state I'm in. I'm from Colorado.
Okay.
you're in actually the same state one of my aunt and uncles live in. Flicka, you said Colorado? That's where one of my aunt and uncles live in, but some different portion of the state you're in.
Yeah, but anyway, unlike those Curious George DVDs, you want to know which company released those Clifford ones over there? Sound check. It looks like it's Artisan Entertainment and FHE
Family Home Entertainment.
yeah.
And this Clifford DVD, it does have an offering logo on it. And would you like to know what it is?
Yeah, which one is it?
It is the Speed DVD offering logo.
Speed DVD.
Oh, even though some Artisan Entertainment releases contained the 2001 Digital Video Compression Center logo, and even some later Artisan releases used the 2002 Deluxe Digital Studios Globe logo. Unfortunately, none of those Clifford releases from Artisan used either of those logos, but I know some Lionsgate releases also used the 2002 Deluxe Digital Studios Globe logo, and some Lionsgate releases using the 2005 Deluxe Digital Studios Grid logo with the byline as with.
Yeah, I actually happen to have one, which
As
is
with
Arthur's Missing Pal.
Yes, I think this was released a month before they switched over to the 2006 logo.
No, what? Yeah, you're right about that.
Oh, speaking of which, that trailer can actually be found on a couple of my Clifford DVDs. Growing Up with Clifford and Clifford's Big Halloween, they use that trailer on there. Oh, I am so sorry, Kyle, that your brothers passed away.
Me too.
Year.
Oh,
Wait.
Sorry for your loss, Kyle.
Well, oh yeah. Have you seen this movie, Flicka? Didn't I show you this or not? ID4 Independence Day.
I don't think you've ever shown me Independence Day.
Here it is on plain DVD by itself, because good riddance, I didn't get the 2-movie collection with ID4 Independence Day Resurgence. That's a terrible film, in my opinion. Good thing, you can just get this on DVD Flicka, no problem, because ID4 Independence Day is terrible, in my opinion. Wouldn't you agree it's terrible, ID4 Independence Day Resurgence?
I have not seen it, but I would have to agree with you.
It was isn't it horrible, Independence Day Resurgence? But the original was so good.
Yeah,
I don't really like Independence Day.
As Thomas the Tank Engine would say about a film like that film is rubbish.
It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything.
Oh, or like the Three Big Engines would say, disgraceful, disgusting, despicable. Wait, who's
disgraceful? Disgusting. Despicable.
Yeah, one of us should be turns being Gordon's disgraceful.
Right. Disgraceful.
Disgusting.
Despicable.
Oh yeah,
Finished
now
Henry.
it's Thomas and Friends. Well,
All right.
I have Percy's Ghostly Trick on DVD.
Well, it's upside down. I can't. That's upside.
Oh, it is upside down. Oops, silly me.
I can't see. I can't see when it's upside down like that.
Sorry about that.
Thankfully,
I got this at a store I was volunteering at. Silly
Nice.
me. I had it upside down.
I think this was one of the last releases to contain.
Let's see. This is a 2007 reprint.
I think this was one of the last releases on DVD to contain the old 1999 style artwork for Thomas and Friends VHS and DVD releases.
Oh yeah, on the.
Or I thought Thomas' special letter was.
VHS.
Well, Yeah, Percy's Ghostly Trick was one of the last ones, then Thomas and the Special Letter. They were both released on the same day.
Oh, yeah. On Percy's Ghostly Trick on an earlier release, they had Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree on that VHS only.
Did you know that the blue ink label variant of Percy's Ghostly Trick on VHS, that's the only way you can find it with Missing Christmas Tree at the end, but you have to see if it's either got Missing Christmas Tree at the end, or if it doesn't, then see if it's got Anthem at the beginning?
Well, there's Anthem on the DVD, for sure.
It's not on the DVD of Percy's Ghostly Trick and Other Stories. It's on the one variant of the VHS of Percy's Ghostly Trick and Other Thomas Stories.
Anyway, I just want to thank you, Soundcheck, for making the early birthday stream. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I can say, as like the season 8 funding, I'm pretty sure that you might be right about about TV airings of season 8 using the fishbowl ident after yellow background. I'm pretty sure other TV airings with the season 8 funding with yellow background had the dot transformation ident as well. And the green one, I would have to agree with that because I think it probably did use the fishbowl ident. Purple, I'm going to say it probably used the snow globe one, but I think dash transformation might have also followed the purple background on some occasions.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I also play a teacher game on my phone.
A teacher game on your phone? What is it?
Teacher Simulator 3D. Good morning, class. Good morning, Mr. Bartolo. It's good to see all your lovely faces.
I don't think I showed you some Star Wars stuff yet. Mind if I show some I have the best for now?
Sure.
Anna.
Here's this one, Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Have you seen this one?
No, but I have seen the 4th, 5th, and 6th Star Wars films.
What about 1, 2, and 3, the prequels? Have you seen those?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you need to get them on, well, probably on DVD separately, or just get the set on Blu-ray. Well, speaking of the original trilogy, should we all agree that these are all everyone's favorite Star Wars, the original trilogy?
Yes.
But can I tell you guys, I don't like Episode 4, New Hope. It's my least favorite of the original because I hated when Obi-Wan died.
Okay.
But I do like Empire, the other two, better. But even though some people say they hate Return of the Jedi because it derails the franchise.
Anna.
Yeah.
An elephant, Anna. Are you sure about that, Anna? Oh, Anna, you are stupid. I'm throwing you out the window.
Oh, that's...
How about you, Randy? Yes, a giraffe is the tallest animal on Earth. Well done, Randy. You get an A.
Well, did you notice, Soundcheck, that in some of the season 9 episodes, in some of the season 9 episodes of Arthur, the brain sounded different depending on the episode? Sometimes Alex Hood voices him, sometimes Paul Stewart Brown voiced him.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell the difference.
Well, if you want to know, I know that I'm...
Well, excuse me for sneezing, guys. I was feeling a sneeze coming out of me. Luckily, I turned my mic and camera off.
All right, now I'm looking for cheaters. Hey,
now.
Oh, sorry. What were you doing, Alex? I was going to ask Flicka, which versions of the original trilogy of Star Wars do you have on physical media? Do you have the...
I don't have any.
I was asking Flicka, do you have any of the versions of the original trilogy on physical discs, Flicka? Like the DVD only versions, or that you could get this Blu-ray set with the Blu-ray and a DVD?
I think I have a couple of them, but I will have to go check again. But anyway,
tell me. But I know you're just a simple DVD collector, because I know one of my other YouTuber friends, he only likes to collect plain DVD versions, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But,
anyway.
And here's Force Awakens, of course. But some of my brothers don't really care for Star Wars, Disney era Star Wars movies.
I prefer the original Star Wars films that 20th Century Fox put out.
I'm keeping my eye on these students that are cheating.
Okay, now, so we could try something else, Flicka. Maybe we could try... didn't we try other variants of characters crashing into breakfast estates before? In like, what, last year or 2 years ago? We did one with Gordon and James crashing into one. What if we did it with Percy crashing into the house?
Or Henry, even. We haven't done Henry.
Someone.
The station master is gonna have to keep rebuilding his house.
Maybe Thomas and Percy can be the ones. Don't be so silly, Henry. Henry says, "Drive."
Don't be so silly, Henry. Remember when I crashed into the station master's house and Sir Topham Hatt blames me for that incident?
Yeah. It's just, I never go without my driver, Henry. I'd be frightened.
Don't even be silly, Henry. You don't want to end up in big trouble, do you?
I'm not scared.
Oh! I warn you. You go up to the station master's house, accept the consequences from Sir Topham Hatt.
Well, even though Thomas and Percy were supposed to say you never dare, have you guys watched D. Coleman H's fan-made Henry Comes to Breakfast one where he says don't? Oh, you have? Nice. Well, did you know Thomas and Percy, and then he made a fan-made engine called Michael the Double Tender Engine using a broken James and an extra tender from an extra James, and use it for a spare Gordon model he had.
Pigtails. Gotcha.
But yeah, anyways, and of course, the next morning, and Henry says, driver says I haven't arrived. I'll just go out, and then I'll stop and wheesh and blow my whistle. At least I'll go out and stop and wheesh and blow my whistle. Henry thought he was being clever, but really he was only moving because a cleaner had meddled his controls. He found his mistake. At least I'll try and wheesh and blow my whistle. No. But Henry couldn't. He tried to stop, but he couldn't. He just kept moving forwards more. But he didn't dare look at what was coming next. There up ahead was the station master's house. The station master and his family were about to have breakfast. They were having sausage and ham and eggs for breakfast, as well as marmalade. "Somebody help!" cried Henry, and shut his eyes. The house rocked. Broken glass tinkled. Plaster was everywhere and peppered all the family's plates. Henry had collected a bush on his front end. He peered into the dining room through its leaves. He couldn't even speak.
I really love season 1 for 7, Henry.
Over the hit era, Henry 8 through 12.
Yes.
Well, if I were to pick a favorite version of Henry, it would actually be the classic series and early hit era Henry.
Mm-hmm. Start with that. Hello, Joseph.
I think the very, very, very last time I've watched Thomas and Friends on PBS Kids was back in October of 2009, and it was a PBS broadcast. It was called Being Careful, and
action film. Joseph, does that look anything like a kid? You know what, Joseph? You're right. You got an A.
Well, anyway, it was a PBS broadcast of Thomas and Friends, and it was titled Being Careful. It contained 2 Thomas and Friends episodes on there from season 12. which were the awful Thomas and the Billboard and Steady Eddie. And after you're going through the credits and seeing the Lego Duplo sponsor, sound check, would you like to know which PBS Kids item I saw on that particular airing when I watched it in 2009?
Caillou.
Which one was it? Which one was it?
It was the 1999 Dash event where Dash was thinking about something.
Yep. Ask the class.
And also, did you know this, including you, Flicka? Did you guys know this, including you, Flicka, that one of my friends told me that these two Thomas DVDs, Track Stars and Tales from the Tracks, were released for a short amount of time on DVD in yellow cases?
That's weird. They never make. They usually don't make them in yellow cases. That's usually for Bob the Builder.
And some Wiggles releases
Randy.
that got yellow cases on DVD.
Yeah.
For some examples of Wiggles, Live Hot Potatoes, or I could see some of, well, one example, Live Hot Potatoes, Yummy Yummy, Cold Spaghetti Western. That's what they usually do with some Wiggles releases and some Bob the Builder ones. But for some reason, someone on YouTube did tell me that they did release these for a short amount of time in 2006 in yellow cases.
I didn't know that, but that's something new that we've
Oh,
just.
yeah, I did have one Bob the Builder DVD.
Which one was it?
Let's see. Let's see. I do know what it is, but I don't know off the top of my head.
You just think if it's from original series or Project Build It series, Alex, because I don't like Ready Steady Build or the reboot. Both those
let's see. It featured Scoop Stegosaurus and Bob's Metal Detector.
Okay, so it has to be from the original series with the metal detector. So maybe it could be one of those releases from the original series of Bob the Builder.
Well,
'Cause
I
it
do
ha-
a good Benny voice. Hello, Big Banana!
That's a great impression, Alex. But okay, now let's see if we can do this Flicka. Maybe if we could do a fan-made dialogue. Maybe we did. Remember we did this dialogue before Flicka, but we did it a sleepover for someone's birthday. Oh, you left. Oh, okay, Alex is.
All right.
Now
I
it's
guess
just us.
it's you and me moving Game Lover 98 and sound check.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And of course, I was trying to ask this. Look, remember we did this fan-made Dragon Tales one where it did a sleepover at someone's house for someone's birthday, but this time
It
we
was
do
like
it.
Ord's birthday.
Well, no, maybe we do it. Well, we could try it. I mean, we haven't done this in a long time. Would you like to still try it? Maybe.
All right. Oh, come on, Kiki and Finn. Don't you want to stay and have a sleepover on my birthday?
Well. First, I think it's first off we go to the introduction, and Ord go. Maybe I could try and be Ord, or you could be Ord, and I could be the Kiki and Finn and Cassie. Maybe they could try.
This time.
Okay. Hi, Max. I mean, Enrique. Guess what today is? It's my birthday today.
Your birthday? See, this is quite an occasion.
Yes, and we're doing it. Guess the place. Zack and Wheezy's Knuckerhole place. And we're inviting two very special guests, too. Cassie's siblings, Kiki and Finn.
Hi, Kiki. Hi, Finn.
How are you guys doing? They're trying. They seem so kind of happy about something because they're gonna be trying to come to my birthday party at Zack and Wheezy's place. Aren't you excited, Kiki and Finn? Won't this be fun? Trying this away from your house for just a whole day, or aka a whole night?
Away from house.
Well, wait a. Well, what's the matter? Are you okay, Kiki and Finn? What's wrong?
I think they're not used to being away from their home.
Oh, well, that's unusual. I mean, some people like to spend nights away from their homes, even they can get the hang of it when they're in school, but maybe Kiki and Finn could give this a try. Couldn't you give at least one try, Kiki and Finn? It won't be so bad. I love you guys ever since I was a little kid. Yeah, and I still love Kiki and Finn as my sister and brother, ever since they were really little babies. But now they're starting to grow into somewhat mature kids. Well, let's give this a try. How about you just please give it one try for your buddy Ord, Kiki and Finn, just to make it cool?
What do you think, Kiki and Finn? Just give it a try.
It did it with me, so how about you guys give it a try, okay? Oh, I think they're gonna say yes, they want to try, Ord. Yes, let's do this. Off to Zack and Wheezy's knucker hole we go. But wait. Let's make sure we have everything before we go. Yep, I think we have everything. Yep, let's go. Next stop to Zack and Wheezy's knucker hole for our sleepover birthday for me.
Take it easy, Wheezy!
That was good.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zachy. At least there was no one else here. Ord and the others haven't arrived yet. Oh, Zack and Wheezy. I heard you guys playing when I entered the knucker hole. Guess who else came along, including Max, Emmy, Enrique, and Cassie? Look.
Kiki and Finn?
Yes, they're gonna try their very first time sleeping away from home. Just like...
Well, I sure hope this goes out well for them. It could get really annoying if they keep constantly crying about their homes.
I know how you feel, Zach. I do too, Zachy. I promise it won't. I will be nice to you throughout this thing too. Because luckily, we can both help babies out if they're in a situation.
Okay, happier.
And then
okay, thanks, Connect Fan 25.
Oh, another person you were talking with in the chat. Some person called... Hold on.
Connect Band 25.
Connect... Oh, yeah, Connect Fan. I think he's famously known. He was originally called Thomas in PBS Program Breaker. I still know him, yeah. Well, he's still on YouTube technically, but he's just changed his name.
Yes.
I know him. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised he chatted to wish you a happy early birthday. But yeah, let's keep doing the rest of the dialogue, please.
I sure hope this works. Because what are we gonna do if they start crying?
Well, we'll think of some ideas. But let's have a great time. Yeah, let's do this. Come on, Kiki and Finn. But then, of course...
Off to Ord's house!
No, I was doing it Zack and Wheezy's cave. Weren't we gonna do it Zack and Wheezy's cave, I thought?
Oh.
Zack and Wheezy's knucker hole house.
Alright, in that case... to our knucker holes, our caves!
Even though they arrived at the knucker hole earlier, but who cares? Man, this is so fun. Kiki and Finn are having I think they're doing okay. I think so too.
Oh no! Oh no!
What did you... What, is something wrong, Zach? What, was it you, Zachy? Are you okay, or did I do something terrible to you?
No, it wasn't. It was those babies.
Wait, who? Was it... Oh, wait, I think I know. It was Kiki and Finn who started crying. Kiki, Finn, what's the matter? Why are you crying?
Oh, brother, what are we gonna do?
I think they're really upset about something, Zach. Maybe I should ask them what's wrong. Are you
me?
Well, I need to ask them. I don't know what they're upset about.
Well,
Are
we
you
gotta find out why they're upset, or else we're doomed.
Oh, what would
Yeah.
Kathy say?
Is everything okay, Kiki and Finn? I heard you guys crying. Is something the matter?
They miss being at their homes.
Oh dear. I don't know what to do. I think I know. Wait, remember this and the different one? Clicka, you were Ords singing. Well, no. Well, I think it was, telling them a bedtime story, but they still kept crying because it didn't work.
And they all lived happily ever after. The end. Oh no! The bedtime story didn't work.
Maybe. Do you want some treats, Kiki and Finn? We've got some yummy treats. Look, try this cookie. Is that what you're sad about?
Oh, I sure hope this works. If they start crying after eating a cookie, then we only have a few more options left.
Mommy!
This is horrible!
I think I know why. Kiki and Finn don't like to be away from their home. That's the problem.
Well, we know that's the problem, but are there any more solutions?
Maybe sing them a song to calm them down?
I sure hope this works. If this doesn't work, then we'll be doomed to hear them crying.
Oh, maybe I could sing this song. Lullaby and good night. Try to get some rest, little Kiki and Finn. This will hopefully work, and I hope it works out well.
Oh no! Well, we tried everything,
Mommy!
and we're failures!
Zach, cheer up, brother. Everything. Don't cry, Zachy. Remember one time you made me cry because you dumped all my useless garbage down the trash compactor, and I felt really upset.
Well, I'm upset because we tried everything to calm them down, and they're still upset, and it makes me upset too.
Well, just calm down, Zachy. I know I was trying to help you, but maybe they really need to see why they're really sad. I'll see what. Yeah, Zachy. Let's let Cassie fix this out. Yeah, you need to really see why Kiki and Finn are upset.
Maybe they didn't have any television time.
Well, that could do but I do know something. Here, Cassie, come with me. Here, remember this phone when I helped you figure out your solution when you were nervous about your first sleepover? Well, here. Do you want to try it? You want to call your mommy and daddy?
Well, let's hope this call works.
And you'll be Cassie's calling out hi mommy, and I'll be Cassie's mommy.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Cassie. Everything okay at Zach and Wheezy's place, sweetheart?
No, Kiki and Finn are really upset. They miss being back home, and they made Zach upset too.
Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, sweetie. If they want, you can let them come home, and me and Daddy will put them to bed soon. If that's...
Well, we only have one more solution left.
Oh, well, alright, sweetie. Suit yourself, sweetie Cassie. I'll see you and your siblings. And the more when you guys come home.
Maybe it'll help if you turn the TV on.
Yeah, let's try that. Let me just turn the.
This works.
Oh yeah, and this one. How about for this one, Flicka? You be Kiki and Finn laughing, and then I'll do Ords. Here, Kiki and Finn, try my TV. Well, okay, ready? Ready?
Here, Kiki and Finn.
Oh no!
My TV.
Oh, well, wasn't I going to be Ord?
Oh, okay.
Shoot, I didn't get. Okay. Oh, here
right,
one. Here.
Look. This time, and
yeah, because I've been doing Kiki and Finn so much as their impressions, but you think, well, yeah. I think one solution to help Kiki and Finn, the TV. Look, Kiki and Finn, there's one solution that'll help you guys feel better. The TV. Will that make you guys feel less sad? Oh, it works!
I don't believe it!
It works! Hip hip hooray! Now those two are not feeling.
I'm glad we finally got that straightened out.
Yes, hip hip hooray! It works. Now those two are not feeling any more sad.
It took a while to calm them down. So much to the point that I almost felt upset too and gave up hope.
Oh, don't worry, Zachy. At least it's all situated now. Just a little hug from your sister gets that all out of your body. And then, of course, but wait a minute. Wait, did Cassie bring Finn's blankie and Kiki squishy? Yes, I did, Zach. I have them right here in my pouch. Good thing I packed them before I brought them over before they started crying more. Luckily, they're
squishy.
Blanky. Ha 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 ha. Phew. Now at least Kiki and Finn are finally calmed down, and we can relax and finally go to sleep once those two have gone to sleep, because the TV lets them sleep through the whole night. Hopefully can stay on throughout the whole night.
All right. Now that we got that straightened out, lullaby and good night. Go to sleep, little babies.
And this time I do their yawning because the lullaby makes them fall asleep because they're the TV and the lullaby makes them fall asleep. And then the birds chirping, and then the TV still is on, and then Ord exclaims out excitedly, "Hey everyone, wake up! It's the morning now."
Hey everyone, wake up! It's the morning. I can't believe you stayed at Zack and Wheezy's cave to have a sleepover, and you know what time it is?
What is the time? Yeah, what is it? Or what time is it?
Eat dragonberry cupcakes.
And we're making breakfast. Who's in the mood for some breakfast?
Yeah, who's in the mood for some breakfast, Kiki and Finn? I sure hope you doesn't wreck my breakfast like last time.
Don't worry, Zachy. I'll go easy. I'll take it slowly with eating, because I need to know to learn my table manners, because we need to give some respect to Kiki and Finn. Yeah, I would. And luckily, the TV did the trick to keep them sleeping the whole night.
Hey! I got an idea. Me and Cassie weren't involved in the rare jugglebug hunt. Why don't me and Cassie join you on
the Jungle Bug hunt after breakfast.
Well, that would be fun, Ord, but we have to make sure that Kiki and Finn go home because they tried out spending the night away from home, and luckily they stayed asleep throughout the whole night. And of course, I was gonna try doing the Ord still no crying, well, first like Ord says this dialogue, then say still no crying. I'm quite impressed. But first I don't know how to say it. Well, anyway, you should try it. Maybe you should try Flicka try it like how, say, Ord was saying, luckily the TV worked, and when I was sleeping through the night, and I was like, still no crying, I'm quite impressed.
Luckily the TV was on all night, and the best part of it was, everyone went to sleep, and nothing, not a single cry woke us up.
Yeah, good riddance. The TV in our place worked.
You know
Well,
you know what I say? Good riddance to bad rubbish.
I know that, Ord, but luckily Cassie brought her siblings trying this for the first time since she did it for her first time. But now that they tried it, they can come over whenever they like. But I think it's time that Kiki and Finn and Cassie go home because.
And Emmy, I think it's time for us to go home too.
Yeah, Max and Enrique, we should have realized even though it is a weekday and we don't have school till August, we should have asked you and our mom for permission to stay overnight at somewhere far away, even though our mom wouldn't know such a thing as Dragonland anyway.
But you know something, Emmy? You already did.
I did, Max?
Yes, you asked them permission before we came here.
Oh, yes, I did. Definitely I did, Max. CC, you did, Emmy. But luckily, since we tried this for the first time too, I think it's time for all of us to go home.
All
It's
right.
time. Okay, now we can try something else later.
I wish
I wish to use you
You
to
just
cry.
cry
To
go
go back
back
home
until
until
next
time.
time.
And then everyone waves and wow, wasn't that a big adventure, Max and Enrique, spending a whole night in Dragonland during the
It
night?
was almost a catastrophic failure.
Well, at least it started to go back up the right way.
The right way. Yeah.
CC. But you guys know something else. I should probably get back to my own house down the neighborhood street in your neighborhood too, because I had to spend a whole night in that land too. Well, I'll see you guys in the next adventure.
Okay, Enrique. Goodbye.
See you, Enrique. See you on the next adventure.
All right. We
All right.
did it. We
All
did
right.
it.
Okay, now we can.
I was about to ask, what is your favorite and least favorite episodes of the first season of Dragon Tales? Moving Game Over 98 and Soundcheck.
Okay, well, I know one of my least favorites, Bully for You. Yuck.
Yeah, can we all agree that Bully for You is still a terrible
Yeah.
one? And we even did fan made of we did fan made of that, Flicka. We did so many times.
Let's try. Yeah.
Let's also agree that another trash episode of Dragon Tales from season 1 that is just as bad as Bully for You is, of course, No Hitter.
But didn't we imagine the dialogue where Emmy did actually hit Cassie on accident, but Emmy did actually say did the right thing and said sorry and find Quetzal?
Oh. Ow, Emmy! You accidentally kicked my tail!
I didn't mean to, Cassie. I was trying to hit the ball. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cassie. I'll go find Quetzal and tell him what happened.
Oh, thank you for telling me, Emmy.
Of course, definitely, Quetzal.
I'm glad it was an accident.
I know, I wasn't trying to do it on purpose unlike Max did, because
I know you didn't.
luckily I said sorry when I did it on accident. But
I know, and that is the right thing to do. And just for that, you will stay in the Dragon Ball game.
oh, thanks, Quetzal. I'm glad you made me stay. But Max is still here too, right? Luckily, he's just doing his usual stuff without complaints this time.
See.
But I think Cassie should go see Dr. Boo Boo Gone just to get that injury taken care of.
Well, Cassie, I'm glad.
How?
Well, Cassie, I'm glad you came to visit me.
I know, it hurts so bad, Dr. Boo Boo Gone.
Oh, Cassie, I am so sorry to hear this. You accidentally sprained your scale.
Are you for real, Dr. Boo Boo Gone? I sprained my scale.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
But what does that mean now that I sprained my scales?
Well,
does this mean I'll have to...
Well, the good news is you can still play Dragon Ball, but you're going to need to get a bandage on or a cast on throughout the game.
Oh, I know this is not fun wearing a bandage. If you say so, Dr. Boo Boo Gone, it's only for the better.
I see.
And then, of course, some point...
Where did Cassie go?
Oh, Emmy took her to Dr. Boo Boo Gone board because she accidentally kicked her in the tail, but she didn't mean to. Luckily, she apologized and found me. Unlike when Max did it to you on purpose and to Emmy. Oh, I don't want to be reminded of that time my tail got kicked really hard.
Thank goodness I wasn't even there when you mentioned it, Nino.
No, Quetzal. Luckily, that's been the past, and my tail is still wiggling to this day. I'm back, guys! I had to go see Dr. Boo Boo Gone.
Oh, what is that?
I have to wear this around my... What's the thing? Where's the area that Cassie wears this sports bandage around it? Is it...
Oh, it's... Your bandage is on your scale!
I know! Dr. Boo Boo Gone said I can still technically play, but I have to be really careful when playing.
Yeah. I'm sorry you had to go through this.
I know, Ord.
And you know how prone I am to boo-boos, so I feel your pain, Cassie.
But did you know something else, Flicka? One of my friend Jake Barn, he made a fan-made picture of Spike with a tear rolling down his eye, hysterically saying, "What have I done making fun of Cassie like that?"
Well, that's how the episode should have been written down. Spike should have been called out by Quetzal. Quetzal could have gotten expelled from the school in the sky.
I know. We did the dialogue. Yeah.
Like, what if they have Spike confessing to?
All right. I admit it. I bullied Cassie.
Well, didn't we do that dialogue like so many times, Flicka? But maybe we could try it with Spike sobbing with a tear, and everyone hears what that crying's coming from.
Oh, I am nothing but pure dragon scum. What have I done?
Oh, what if Cassie goes? What's the matter, Nino?
Wait. Sound check. Were you being Quetzal?
Yeah. I wonder where that crying is coming from. Mike, what seems to be the problem, Nino?
Oh, okay, I admit it. I was the one that bullied Cassie. I should never have done that.
Oh.
Punish me for all I care, but don't kick me out of Dragonland.
Forget it. I would never kick you out of Dragonland. But I am very proud of you owning up to what you have done.
And everyone walks. What's going on here, Quetzal? Yeah, what's going on here?
Spike feels ashamed of himself for bullying Cassie.
Oh, I think he does. Definitely.
Oh, Spike! I wish you could have been compassionate about me, realizing that what you did hurt my feelings, and I felt just as teary-eyed as you are feeling.
I know, Cassie, but... And now I just want to take it back, but... Well, you seem to know, Spike. If I was doing this to Wheezy, she would tell off my mom. But luckily I don't...
Oh,
Sorry.
Cassie, I am so sorry. I should have been compassionate. I shouldn't have made fun of your shrinking. I shouldn't have taken those sugar plums. I'm a failure.
Don't be, Spike. Don't be upset. And I know I should have done something when you did do that stuff to me, but I know you redeemed yourself. Well then, Spike, if you did make up for what you did, then why don't you come over to Cassie's house? We can all go there. And luckily,
I can't.
Well, of course. Yeah, yes you can, Spike, since you told me what you did to me, and you told me how you said to me how you regretted doing all that mean stuff to me. And Quetzal was there to comfort you.
Oh.
Then Quetzal goes,
Cassie?
You can go to Cassie's house.
Cassie, shouldn't you go apologize for not standing up to a bully for a couple of times at first?
Oh yes, I should probably apologize to Spike for not doing the right stuff to him. Spike, I'm so sorry I didn't tell you off the right way when you took my stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. Yes, but I'm even more sorry because I did more wrong than you. I was the one that bullied you, took your sugar plums, etc.
Well, I know you said that, Spike, and I'm sorry for not doing the stuff to you when you did this stuff to me, but luckily, since you didn't regret what you did, why don't you come over to my place but hopefully we can keep my brothers and sisters out of the way, because I've got so many brothers and sisters. Isn't there a way we can do it at someone else's house? Because I've got so many brothers and sisters?
I guess.
Okay, Zach, do you think we could use you in Wheezy's Knucker Hall? Since my house is full of so many siblings of my own?
Of course.
Thank you, Zach. Of course. We'll take you directly there as soon as school's over, Cassie. Me and Zachy are taking you straight to our Knucker Hall, and Spike is definitely invited. And Spike, since you did tell us what happened for what you did, and you should have taken it back at the first place. We are going to have a special celebratory treat and reward for you.
Reward?
Yes. Yes, Ketzel is right. And even though Ketzel can't come down the knucker hole with us, he's going to be watching us from the knucker hole in Zack and Wheezy's cave.
See. I'm glad you owned up to your mistake. But try not to make the same mistake again, or I will get upset. Capiche?
Capiche, Ketzel. Okay, and then look, Spike, this is the reward. I know, since we made stuff all with red, because I know your particular yo-yo you have is a red color. Look at this. Dark red, well, cupcakes with dark red icing, and cookies with dark red icing, because I know that's the color of your yo-yo.
The best part is, you also get to have a bite of Dragonberry pizza.
Dragonberry pizza? I've never heard of. I knew there was such a thing as pizza because I know I was in the same. Everyone knows about pizza. Well, yeah, Spike, here you are. Me and Zacky's mommy and daddy made this just for you to say how a good job you did for making up from your mistakes. Okay, and I think that's definitely enough. So anyway, let's see if I can think of something else to ask.
So now, what is I know that movie Game Over 98's all-time favorite season 2 episode is Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon, but Soundcheck, what is your all-time favorite season 2 episode of Dragon Tales?
I don't know. It's a big. I mean, it's a big selection of episodes, but
you can always pick one. Like, do you know ones like you like from season 2 that don't have Kiki and Finn, or don't have a single baby dragon in them?
I wonder. Hold on 1 second. Okay.
Anyways.
Oh, I was thinking about asking this, but say, what if there was an all grown up episode called Bully for Angelica? You know, based off of
But unlike that Dragon Tales episode, Angelica calls out the bully the right way.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder what. Let's see if I can try to set this scene. Let's see.
You know, there was an Arthur episode called Bully for Binky, which was a little bit similar to the Dragon Tales episode Bully for You, but a little bit different.
And also, while you're still getting something Flicka, I think I told you this before. Didn't I ask you this before? Didn't I tell you this before? Now, my other least favorite Dragon Tales Season 2 episode is The Sorrow and the Party.
Yes, I heard it's your least favorite episode. Your other least favorite episode. I know you despised Big Funky Cloud, because that is your most
Big Funky Cloud.
favorite.
Yuck!
Yeah, it's a terrible episode.
Or constantly crying nonstop almost throughout the episode. It just goes on for too long.
Say, mind if I try some of the order crying? You
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I could do one. I miss my mommy and daddy too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds a bit ugly. Yeah, no offense, but that sounds a
Well,
little ugly.
no, it is.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
know.
think or crying is kind of ugly in this.
Well, it's not really that ugly, but yes, I think it does sound close to Ty Olsson in a way, though. Now, what was the very first Arthur DVD that you have ever gotten? Sound check.
Okay, I think the first one was Arthur's Missing Pal. And then 2014, I got, what was it? Arthur Stands Up to Bullying, which I ended up selling that one. And then 2016, I got Arthur's Best Friends and Arthur's Only Rock and Roll. Then 2022, then I had Arthur Cracks the Case, Arthur's Pet Follies, Growing Up with Arthur Parents Over Pluto, and I also have Arthur's Baby, Arthur Rest His Story, and then Arthur the Good Sport, and yeah, mostly all Stony Wonder.
Do you plan to get any more Arthur releases, like maybe from our time, like maybe Arthur's Family Ties or something? That one,
yeah, either
that one is the only Our Time release where it has the dash transformation event instead of the dot transformation one.
yeah, either that or so I'm trying to think. Yeah, either that or maybe Arthur's New Puppy.
Well, sound check. If you want to know what these are, come and see for yourselves.
Wait, is that?
I think that's a fan-made one he did.
Yes, it is. It's a fan-made December 2001 DVD release of a Sony Wonder version of Hooray for Health.
Okay.
Would you like to know what the sponsors and the color background on PBS Kids Ident is here?
I'm thinking it's Dash Transformation in the purple background for season 6.
Actually, I'll tell you what it has. The first sponsor is actually Libby's Juicy Juice. Then Post Alphabets Make the Words That Let You Share Your Feelings. Then Lego, and it has the season 6 funding with the Velveeta cheesy yellow pizza triangle background. But here's the catch. Unlike Arthur Makes a Movie and unlike the VHS of Arthur Makes a Movie and Arthur's Great Summer, Hooray for Health does have the PBS Kids dot transformation ident from 2000 come up afterwards.
Okay. Yeah.
Similar to Great Summer, but the PBS Kids dot transformation ident is added.
Oh yeah, and also Flick, I'm trying to remember. Don't you still remember the names right of these Arthur releases that are considered these seasons? I'm still gonna get them eventually.
Well, try to get the Sony Wonder era because these usually contain episodes from the first 6 seasons.
Well, I'm talking. Do you know the names of these Arthur releases on DVD, but they're considered seasons 3, 7, 10?
Well, actually, there were a couple of DVD box sets from different seasons of Arthur that were made. There was one called Sleepover Sports and More, which was actually the complete season 7 of Arthur on DVD.
Okay, the Sleepovers one is the season 7 release.
Then there's the season 10 set.
Yep, season 10 one, yeah.
And the season 11 set.
Oh, seasonal. I thought those are seasons 3, 7, and 10.
It was 7, 10, and 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of the good classic era and 2 are from the bad.
Well, I wouldn't say 9, through 11 are bad. I'd say they're the mediocre era.
Yeah, I mean, I would usually call it like the overrated era.
Now, Soundcheck, can you guess what this is?
I think that's Arthur Goes on Vacation.
No, it's called Arthur's Travel Adventures.
Oh.
It's a Sony Wonder version of Arthur's Travel Adventures from December 2001.
And did you know that today is actually the 20th anniversary of the Dragon Tales Believe in Yourself VHS and DVD release, Flicka?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go get that right now.
Yeah, and we could show something cool off to Soundcheck in a minute. Well, you'll see why. But do you think
20 years ago today, this DVD was released 20 years ago today.
Yep. And yeah, that does contain the series premiere the season 2 premiere of Dragon Tales Lucky Stone.
Plus, it's got Head Over Heels, Balancing Act, Just for Laughs, and On Thin Ice.
Which didn't I say that Just for Laughs is one of my favorites of season 2? Well, just episodes of Dragon Tales with the baby dragons next to Cassie the Canine Dragon.
Yes, some DVD copies have a 2009 reprint, but this copy is the original 2004.
Yep, the others being Easy as 1, 2, 3 and Experience New Things.
Now, does the Columbia TriStar Television's audio in the Sony Pictures television logo?
No, Believe in Yourself, that one actually uses the correct audio in the Sony Pictures television logo. It's Whenever I'm Afraid that was released 2 months earlier on May 20th,
yeah, that's right.
2004.
And Movie Club Lover 98, I think I actually saw you do the opening and closing to that.
I did years ago, but now for some reason I can't even. I'm scared to do opening and closing videos anymore, ever again, because YouTube's just going to keep copyright claiming my videos. Because I don't know why. Even when I click the play all stories, I have to pause the recording, even though because I can't include the Burl-Croft's music and a little bit of the intro due to give me copyright claims. So every time I push the play all stories, I have to pause the recording and then get straight to the end and then do the closing.
Yeah. So anyway, Soundcheck, it was Whenever I'm Afraid that used the Columbia TriStar Television logo's audio playing over the Sony Pictures television logo. Believe in Yourself, that one uses the Sony Pictures television logo with the correct music.
Okay.
But it does have the season 2 funding credits and 1999 PBS Kids ident where Dot runs up to the screen at the very end. Speaking of PBS Kids ident, tomorrow I am actually getting 4 Arthur VHS tapes that were never released on DVD. And you want to know what they are? They are the 1999 VHS releases of Arthur's Birthday and Arthur's TV Free Week, and the 2001 VHS releases of Arthur's Storybook and Arthur's Mystery Files. Those 2 Arthur releases, Arthur's Storybook and Arthur's Mystery Files, they have the season 5 funding in the yellow striped shirt background being followed by the 1999 PBS Kids Dash ident where Dash is thinking about something.
And I also have fan-made Disney DVD versions of those.
Oh! Back to fan-made blank DVDs of Arthur that I made. This is for Arthur's Travel Adventures.
Yeah, I think I might do a Disney version of that one too.
This one's from December 2001. This actually has the same order of sponsors as The Good Sport, Family Fun, and Arthur's Snow Day. With Lego being first, then Libby's Juicy Juice, then Post Alphabet's Make Up a Million Words That Tell Billions of Stories, followed by the season 6 funding in the grassy green checkered grid background, being followed by the 2000 PBS Kids Dot Transformation ident. And take a look at this one. This is the 3rd December 2001 release, and you want to know what this is?
What's that one?
It's a fan-made Sony Wonder version of Arthur Goes Back to School. Now, would you like to know the order of sponsors for this one?
All right, go ahead.
This one starts off with Post Alphabets, Make the Words That Let You Share Your Feelings, being the first sponsor. Then it would show the Season 6 Lego ad and Libby's Juicy Juice ad. This one has the Season 6 funding with the Concord Grape Jelly Purple checkerboard background come afterwards. And it does have the 2000 PBS Kids Dash transformation ident come afterwards. I chose that ident specifically because I was very disappointed that none of the ARFA releases ever used the Dash transformation ident until June 10th, 2003.
Yeah, and the Reader's Digest VHSs, yeah, those used the Dash transformation ident as early as 2002.
Yes, but if you want to know the release, it's December 2001 for this.
So that makes it the earliest.
Earliest with the purple background. And if you want to know which version, would you like to know which version of the end credits is used?
Which one?
The Techno Remix one from Season 6.
Okay.
Same with Arthur's Travel Adventures. Now, I know you mentioned Arthur's Storybook and Arthur's Mystery Files, and I know you mentioned Disney DVD versions of this, but look at this! Fan-made Sony Wonder DVD version of Arthur's Storybook. Now, can you tell what is different about the back cover on the DVD? Sound check?
That has Chuck E. Cheese's in place of Lego and the ad on screen.
And you notice that the Sony Wonder logo is placed off being shown first on the left side in the DVD, unlike the VHS where WGBH was shown first and Random House Home Video was next to Sony Wonder. Now, you mentioned you made a fan-made a Sony Wonder DVD version of Arthur's Storybook as well, and you mentioned it had Chuck E. Cheese's, Libby's Juicy Juice, and then Post Alphabets, Make the Words That Let You Share Your Feelings, followed by the Season 6 funding with the Concord Grape Jelly Purple checkerboard background and 2000 PBS Kids Dash transformation ident, just like with Arthur's Music Medley. That's also the case with this one.
Yeah.
And can you guess what this is, sound check?
And yep, that is definitely Arthur's Mystery Files. Yeah, and for that one, I had the Season 7 through 8 funding from Seasons 1 to 4 reruns in the purple background and the dot transformation one.
Yes,
Cool.
yes.
The
Even
Sony
though
Wonder
on the VHS, it had the Season 5 funding with the yellow background and 1999 Dash ident instead. Yes. Speaking of which, the sponsors and grants and color backgrounds you mentioned, they are also on this DVD that I've made.
Yeah.
Now, I had the Arthur thing use the garbage cans clattering for the DVD version.
Okay.
Now, sound check. Can you guess what this is?
The DVD for Arthur Stands Up to Bullying for 2004.
Yes, the Sony Wonder version from March 2004.
Is it like March 16th or is it?
Yes, March 16th, 2004.
Yeah, that's the same release date for Kim Possible. What was it again? Kim Possible, A Stitch in Time.
And The Cat in the Hat, and Thomas and Friends, New Friends for Thomas. And would you like to know what sponsors are on this one and the grants and PBS Kids ident?
Let's see. So, yeah, I think Teddy Grants is sponsored correctly or incorrectly.
Yes, it is. It is sponsored correctly.
Okay, so it's
So it's the earliest release where Teddy Grants would be sponsored correctly.
unlike DW Thinks Big.
Well, don't you mean unlike Arthur's Pet Follies? Where that was. incorrectly sponsored.
Yeah, and on Arthur makes the team.
Yes, but Arthur Stands Up to Bullying, this will be the first one to use Teddy Grant's correctly sponsored. And would you like to know the order of sponsors?
Okay, so what's the order?
It starts off with Libby's Juicy Juice being the first sponsor. Then Teddy Grant's Snacks being the second. And the last one is Chuck E. Cheese's World of Fun ad. Now, for the color backgrounds and grants, would you like to know which this one has?
Which one it's got?
Oh, it's got the season 7 through 8 funding used on seasons 1 through 4 reruns with the Concord Grape Jelly purple checkerboard background, but this one is not followed by the dot transformation ident this time.
And it's the fishbowl one.
Yes, you got it correctly. Yes, it is the fishbowl ident. And this was actually inspired by the DVD of Arthur's Tooth, which had the season 6 funding of the green background be followed by that ident.
Which is unusual. And I think that actually happened on the PBS Kids Pet-tacular back in 2003.
It might have.
Oh, and when you showed the Dragon Tales DVD Believe in Yourself earlier, Flicka, maybe have you tried doing the Giant of Nod impressions where he did not scream at the top of his lungs? He was speaking kind of as in a traditional voice?
No, I haven't. I don't think so.
Well, because you haven't seen the whole episode from beginning to end just for laughs quite yet, right?
No, if I do see it, then I will do it.
You'll do the one Giant of Nod impression where he doesn't even scream at all. He just talks his traditional kind of stern voice.
The only other one I can remember at the top of my head besides that Much Ado About Nodlings one is the Giant of Nod one, where it sounds serious but nowhere near as bad as Much Ado About Nodlings. And I think the reason why the Giant of Nod was screaming in Much Ado About Nodlings is because a different voice actor voiced the Giant of Nod in that episode.
Oh, and also this, Flicka, I was looking up some stuff online on the Lady and the Tramp Wikia on the internet. Did you know that at the end of the first Lady and the Tramp, not only does Barbara Luddy does the voice of Lady in the original, but Barbara Luddy does do the voice of the 3 daughter puppies Lady and Tramp have at the end of the first film?
No, I didn't know that. That's a cool fact.
Me neither.
And did you know that Peggy Lee was the voice of Lizzie Darling in the original Lady and the Tramp, but in Lady and the Tramp 2 Scamps Adventures, she was voiced by Barbara Dawson.
Whoa!
Can you believe that? Now I know another voice actor off the top of my head besides Scott Wolf, Andrew McDonough, and Bill Fagerbaki, the voice of Patrick Starr.
And we know, and did you also know that in 101 Dalmatians, if you look carefully, Lady and the Tramp make brief cameo appearances in that film as well.
Yes, and and also one of the Dalmatians makes a cameo in Oliver and Company as well. And did you know that Jock and Trusty did make a cameo in Oliver and Company as well?
Yeah.
And did you... Oh, well... Yes, and did you know that Jim Deere was voiced by some Nick gentleman in Lady the Tramp 2 Scamps Adventure, along with Barbara Dawson voicing Darling in the sequel? Oh, and also, yes, didn't I tell you this before? Yes, Flicker, I have unfortunately, yes, you have to watch through those parts in the first Lady and the Tramp with the baby crying. They actually do a specific. Did you know there was a Tommy actor who did do the crying for the baby in the original Lady and the Tramp, but in Scamp's Adventure, Toddler Jr. is voiced by Andrew McDonough, but there's a Tommy actor who does the crying for the baby in the original.
Who?
Tommy Lurska, how do you say that? I know the last name, it starts with L, but it's a Tommy guy. I don't know if he's still alive or if he's gone or because but I know Andrew McDonough is alive still because, well, he was, get this, he was what, 7? No, well, I think he was 7. Yeah, I think he was 6 or 7 when he voiced Junior in Lane the Tramp 2 Scamp's Adventure. Did you know he was 6 or 7 when he voiced Junior in the sequel flick? Andrew McDonough was 6 or 7 in 2001.
No, but if there was a Lady and the Tramp 3, like maybe in 2004, maybe 2003, 2004, maybe Danny McKinnon could do Junior.
Yeah, like he could turn into a 4-year-old kid. Like that's what, yeah, like even like we could see like Angel being in the family. You know, Angel voiced by Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, and you know, my birthday's coming up tomorrow, and here is this. If you want to know what this is, Soundcheck, look at this. This one actually has 6 episodes instead of 3.
That is Arthur's Birthday.
Yes, it's a DVD version of Arthur's Birthday. Anyway, it starts off with the first 2 episodes from the 1999 VHS, Arthur's Birthday and Buster's New Friend from the first season, followed by the season 3 episode Dad's Dessert Dilemma, and then the redubbed Mark Rendell version of Buster's Sweet Success on this blank DVD that I made, unlike Arthur's Tasty Treats, which had the original Justin Bradley version. Then after Buster's Sweet Success, I put the season 8 episode DW Dancing Queen on here. And for the grand finale, the season 7 double-length episode, Elwood City Turns 100. Oh. His name is, his YouTube name, that guy is named Soundcheck.
Sorry.
Oh,
I was
answering Husky Dog 88's question. Anyway, now, because of 6 episodes, the running time is 90 minutes instead of 40. Now, Soundcheck, would you like to know the sponsors that are shown in order, the color background, and the PBS Kids ident that follows it?
All right, go ahead.
All right. For Arthur's Birthday, this one starts off with Teddy Grahams being the first sponsor, and yes, it is correctly sponsored for Arthur's Birthday. Then Chuck E. Cheese's World of Fun from 2003 is the second sponsor. Then Libby's Juicy Juice is the last sponsor. And then, of course, the season 7 through 8 funding used on seasons 1 through 4 reruns, and it's got the grassy green checkered grid background. And you want to know what PBS Kids ident comes after this one? This one is not the Dash Transformation ident, and this ident is not shown on any Arthur Home Media release at all, neither VHS nor DVD.
That would be the snow globe one.
Yes, of course. Of course it's the snow globe one, where Dash ice skates instead of an ice rink. He feels the ground shake. Camera zooms out to that he is inside a snow globe, which Dot, the girl, is holding. That ident. And You know how the PBS Kids fishbowl ident faded in and out and said pbskids.org on TV broadcast of Arthur, and on Arthur It's Only Rock and Roll and Arthur's Tooth, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did with the PBS Kids Snow Globe ident for those blank DVDs as well. Because I am pretty sure that's also what happened with the Snow Globe ident on TV broadcasts in addition to the fishbowl one. No, Soundcheck does not go into the same school as me because we are in different areas. Anyway.
And I'm a similar area too, you know. But anyway.
Arthur's TV. You want to know what this is, Soundcheck?
Arthur's TV Free Week. I
got the episodes somewhere online from a collection of videos that were uploaded to Internet Archive, where they uploaded complete seasons of Arthur there. And this has the first two episodes are the same as the 1999 VHS of Arthur's TV 3 week. But would you like to know what the bonus episode is, Soundcheck? It kind of makes sense because it is called Arthur's TV 3 week for the DVD.
The Last of Mary Moo Cow.
Had to put this on there because DW is worried about her favorite TV show, Mary Moo Cow, being canceled. Would you?
For my version, I added Attack of the Turbo Tibble.
No, he's not 30. He's actually 3 years younger than I am. I'm going to be 24 tomorrow.
And I'm already 26.
And I'm 21.
Yes. Now, we know Arthur's Birthday would be released May 25th, 2004 on DVD, but want to know when this will be released?
When will it be released?
July 20th, 2004.
Okay.
Now, Teddy Grahams is correctly sponsored for the DVD. Now, would you like to know the sponsors for this one?
Go ahead.
All right. Now, Arthur's TV 3 week. I had Chuck E. Cheese's World of Fun being the first sponsor, Libby's Juicy Juice being the second, and Post Alphabets and Teddy Grahams is the last sponsor. Kind of similar to that of Arthur's Family Vacation, but the only difference is the Chuck E. Cheese's World of Fun ad is used instead of the opening door one. And then I added the seasons 7 through 8 funding use on seasons 1 through 4 reruns using the Velveeta Cheesy Yellow Pizza Triangle background for Arthur's TV 3 week. And just like with Arthur's Birthday, the same PBS Kids ident appears on Arthur's TV 3 week as well.
And that'll be the Snow Globe or Dash transformation.
Oh, Snow Globe.
Okay,
yes, it's the Snow Globe ident for Arthur's TV 3 week as well. Wow.
Oh, and
I guess we are PBS fanatics.
Yeah, we surely are.
Speaking of July 20th, 2004, that's actually 11 days after the 2004 film Sleepover starring Alexa Vega was released in theaters.
Oh.
I've seen that film Sleepover.
Isn't that the same day?
Okay.
Isn't that the same day Thomas and the Jet Engine was released on VHS and DVD?
Another sneeze?
No, it was something else.
Isn't that this? July 20th, 2004. Isn't that the same day Thomas and the Jet Engine was released on VHS and DVD as well?
Yes, it had to be July 20th, 2004, because that's when Thomas the Jet Engine released on VHS and DVD.
Here's another one from July.
Sleepover with Alexa Vega.
Well, the film didn't come out the same day as the VHS and DVD of Thomas the Jet Engine. It came 11 days earlier.
Yeah.
Anyway, get ready for the biggest surprise sound check. You want to know what this is?
What's that?
It's actually a complete season 7 and season 8 double feature set.
Wow. That's a pretty big set.
Now, do you know what the sponsors are on the back cover for this one, sound check?
What's this? Louis Juicy Juice, Post Alphabet Cereal, Teddy Graham Snacks, and Chuck E. Cheese's.
This is the only time where you see both sponsored on the back at the same time.
Oh, which is a rare occasion.
And here are the discs. Here is disc 1 of season 7, disc 2 of season 7, disc 3 of season 7, disc 4 of season 7. Yes, I burned them onto blank DVD. Disc 5 of season 7, disc 1 of season 8, disc 2 of season 8, disc 3 of season 8, disc 4 of season 8, and finally, disc 5 of season 8. Got 10 discs on there. Now, I'm not really going to tell you the sponsors this time, so I'm just going to tell you the color background and PBS Kids idents for those 10 discs, just to save time. Because they vary. All right. Now, for disc 1 of season 7, that one has the season 7 funding with the Velveeta Cheesy Yellow Pizza Triangle background and 2000 PBS Kids dot transformation ident in the first batch of episodes for disc 1 after Castaway and the Great Sock Mystery. And then it also has the season 6 funding with the Concord Grape Jelly purple checkerboard background and 2000 PBS Kids dash transformation ident at the end of the second batch of episodes on disc 1 after the episodes Francine Split Decision and Muffy Goes Metropolitan. Disc 2, that one, the first batch of episodes for disc 2 of season 7 uses the season 7 funding with the grassy green checkered grid background and 2002 PBS Kids Fishbowl ident, which fades in and out and says pbskids.org, just like with Arthur's Only Rock and Roll and Arthur's 2, and the blank DVD of Arthur Stands Up to Bullying. For the first batch of episodes after the episodes Ants in Arthur's Pants and Don't Ask Muffy. Which episode of Clifford the Big Red Dog would be your favorite soundtrack? That's what Husky Dog 88 has asked you.
I think it's the one with Courtney Amber in it.
Oh, yes, I remember that episode. It's one of my favorites, too.
Didn't you? It is?
Emily Elizabeth tries to mail a letter, but Jetta tells her not to do it because Courtney Amber would not come to Birdwell Island. Yes, it is fan mail. And anyway, as I was trying to say, the first batch of episodes for disc 2 of season 7 uses the season 7 funding with the grassy green checkered grid background and 2002 PBS Kids Fishbowl ident fading in and out and saying pbskids.org. After the episodes Ants in Arthur's Pants and Don't Ask Muffy, while the second half of disc 2 of season 7 has the season 7 funding with the Velveeta Cheesy Yellow Pizza Triangle background and 2000 PBS Kids dot transformation ident after the episodes To Tibble the Truth and Waiting to Go. All right. Disc 3 is the exact opposite of Disc 1, in which I mean by the exact opposite of Disc 1, I mean that Disc 3 of Season 7... All right. What is your favorite Arthur episode, Soundcheck?
Okay, one of my favorites is, well, I think one of them is Arthur's on the Rock and Roll, which is the special. Yeah, that one was one of my favorites, and I also like the episode. I'm trying to think, The Good Sport and Crushed.
What
And I
about
also like.
Elwood City Turns 100?
Yeah, I kind of like that one.
That's one of Jeremy Barton's all-time favorites.
Oh, and I also like the one. What was? I'm trying to think. The Last of Mary Moo Cow, with the Zoom, with the An Word from a Zoomer segment.
Or rather, a Word from Us Kids segment, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But also, when you're finished with this flick, mind if we do just something else fan-made Dragon Tales with? It's nearing midnight in my area.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
why don't you finish this and then we'll...
All right. Now, Disc 3 of Season 7, it's the exact opposite of Disc 1, in which the first batch of episodes on Disc 3 of Season 7 uses the Season 7 funding with the Concord Grape Jelly Purple Checkerboard background and PBS Kids Dash Transformation ident after the episode Elwood City Turns 100, and then for the second half of episodes on Disc 3 of Season 7, it uses the Velveeta Cheesy Yellow Pizza Triangle background in the Season 7 funding and the PBS Kids Dot Transformation ident after the episodes Pick a Car, Any Car, and Jenna's Bedtime Blues. And now for Disc 4. This is where it's going to get very interesting, because for Disc 4, that one, well, so the first batch of episodes on Disc 4 uses the Season 7 funding with the Grassy Green Checker Grid background and 2002 PBS Kids Fishbowl ident fading in and out and saying pbskids.org after the episodes DW's Time Trouble and Buster's Amish Mismatch. And then for the second batch of episodes on Disc 4, it has the Season 7 funding with the Concord Grape Jelly Purple Checkerboard background. But this time, instead of the 2000 PBS Kids Dash Transformation ident, it has the 2002 PBS Kids Snow Globe ident, which also fades in and out and says pbskids.org. And it's after the episodes The World of Tomorrow and Is There a Doctor in the House? Yes, that episode where Arthur and DW had to clean the house all by themselves after their parents got sick with the cold.
Okay. And, alright. Now I think I've got time for since I've... Mind if we try and do this now, the fan-made dialogue of Dragon Tales, where they're trying to get Ben to go to sleep?
Sure. And then after that, I will go over the remainder of those discs after we're finished.
Okay. And then... wait a minute! Look! Oh! It looks like you're putting Ben to sleep, Wheezy.
Yeah. Me too.
Are you sleepy, Finn? Oh,
I think it's about time for his nap.
you're right, Ord. It's almost Finn's nap time. Wait, Mommy! Maybe we can try and put Finn to sleep, just like we did with Kiki.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Soundcheck is a Dragon Tales fan. He does have some Dragon Tales DVDs out there, just like Moving Game Lover 98. And now we can continue.
Yeah, that's cool. Anyway. Oh, okay. And I'll come back in a few minutes. Sometimes Finn can be a little bit jumpy sometimes. All done! And then maybe Max could... Well, no, Max can't do kissing. Emmy can do the kissing. Night, Finn. Night. Finn? You can sleep with one of my stuffed animals here, Finn. See? That was so easy.
Yeah, that's basically the fan
And then,
made.
and no! But it's nappy time! No! Oh, glad we got that straightened out. But what would be the item that Finn can't go to sleep, can't go to his nap without? Just like how Kiki can't go to her nap without her squishy.
Well, we know Finn couldn't sleep without his blankie in an awful season 3 episode, but maybe we should have something else.
Wait a minute! Finn never goes to sleep without his toy dinosaur! But where is it? I hear dinosaur toy. Where are you, dinosaur?
Max, what are you looking for?
Finn's dinosaur!
Oh no!
What?
I accidentally squished it!
Oh, dinosaur! Oh no!
What am I gonna do? I squished a dinosaur, so I have to find a new dinosaur to give to Finn and give the new dinosaur that is not squished to him so he could just fall asleep.
You can do that, Ord? There's lots of dinosaur stuffed animals all over the place. Come on, Max. Let's go find a new one. What color can we find? Oh, here we go. Here's a nice new orange one that looks just like Finn's. How's everything going, children, with getting Finn to take his nap?
Not too well.
Maybe you could tickle him to make him calm him down. Here, tickle Finn with.
Oh. I guess he's not in the mood for tickling.
Oh boy!
Oh,
God!
brother!
How about we rock Finn to sleep? How about we with Kiki? Rocky Finn.
Finn, I'm begging you, go to sleep.
No, actually, what if now this time the one with Finn's bedtime make him squeeze Wheezy's nose, kind of like I did with the bath one. Can we try? Please go to sleep, little Finn, please. Dinosaur! Oh, brother Finn. He thinks your nose, Wheezy, is his dinosaur. Oh, Wheezy, you're the best. Way to go, Wheezy. Got it, guys. We found a new dinosaur. Shh. Dinosaur.
Oh boy, are we glad to see you.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Please, no more squeezing my nose, please. Unlike when you.
Don't worry about that. He won't.
Oh, honey,
right.
How did it go, Cassie? Like I said, it was easier than I thought, Mommy.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we did the fan-made dialogue. Now, I've already mentioned that Disc 4 uses the green background in the fishbowl ident in the first half and the purple background in the snow globe ident in the second half. And now for Disc 5, that's when both batches of episodes, that's when both episodes would use the Season 7 funding with the grassy green checkered grid background and PBS Kids Fishbowl ident. After both of the episodes, Prunella Sees the Light and Return of the Snowball, and April 9th. So the PBS Kids Fishbowl ident is shown on both portions for Disc 5 of Season 7. Now we go into Season 8. Now, season 8, that's when it will be interesting. Now, disc 1 of season 8. The first batch of episodes for disc 1 of season 8, that one uses the season 8 funding with the Concord Grape Jelly Purple Checkerboard background and PBS Kids Snow Globe ident at the end of the first half of episodes after the episodes Dear Adele and Bitsy's breakup. And the Snow Globe ident does fade in and out and say pbskids.org again. And then for the second half of episodes, for disc 1 of season 8, it's got the season 8 funding with the Velveeta Cheesy Yellow Pizza Triangle background with the 2002 PBS Kids Fishbowl ident fading in and out and saying pbskids.org. After the episodes Fern Fern and the Secret of Moose Mountain and Thanks a Lot, Binky. Disc 2 of season 8. For the first batch of episodes for disc 2 of season 8, it's got the season 8 funding with the grassy green checkered grid background and 2002 PBS Kids Fishbowl ident fading in and out and saying pbskids.org. After the episodes Arthur Snowbiz and Bugged. And the second batch of episodes for disc 2 uses the second batch of episodes for disc 2 of season 8 uses the season 8 funding with Concord Grape Jelly Purple Checkerboard background being followed by the 2002 PBS Kids Snow Globe ident after the episodes Frankenstein's Monster and DW's Dancing Queen. Now, before I go any further on discs 3 through 5, Husky Dog 88 would like to ask you what your favorite Dragon Tales episode is, and if Cassie is your favorite character. Sound check.
Okay. So my favorite characters are Emmy and Max, and my favorite episode is I think it's Quibbling Siblings and.
Seriously, you like Quibbling Siblings?
Yeah, either that one or I can't remember.
What about the season 1 episode? What about the season 1 episode? Let's say. Zack takes a dive. That is on Adventures in Dragonland.
No, yeah, that one's actually a really good one. That one's actually a good one.
And if you want to know what my favorite Dragon Tales character is, sound check, it's Ord.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is it because he sounds like Patrick Star or something? Or
yeah, except voiced by Ty Olsson, and Patrick is voiced by Bill Fagerbaki.
Yeah, like, and Ort's famous laugh goes,
he laughs like that. Anyway, now for the last 3 discs of season 8. Disc 3 of season 8 has the first batch of episodes use the season 8 funding with the Concord Grape Jelly Purple Checkerboard background. And the same thing also applies with the second batch of episodes for disc 3 of season 8. But while the first batch of episodes uses the PBS Kids Snow Globe ident, fading in and out and saying pbskids.org after the purple background, after the episodes Vomit Trocious and Sue Ellen Chickens Out, the second batch with the episode Postcards from Buster has the PBS Kids Dash transformation ident from 2000 come after the season 8 funding with the Concord Grape Jelly Purple Checkerboard background. Now for disc 4, it's very simple because both batches of disc 4 have the season 8 funding with the Velveeta Cheesy Yellow Pizza Triangle background being followed by the PBS Kids Dot transformation ident, both after the episodes Desk Wars and Desperately Seeking Stanley and Muffy's Art Attack and Tales from the Crib. And last but not least, disc 5 would have the first batch of episodes on disc 5 using the Season 7 funding with Velveeta Cheesy Yellow Pizza Triangle background and 2000 PBS Kids Dot transformation ident after the episodes Flea to Be You and Me and Kiss and Tell. And the second batch of episodes featuring the Season 8 finale episodes Bighorns, George, and Bleep uses the Season 8 funding with the grassy green checkered grid background, being followed by the 2002 PBS Kids Fishbowl ident, fading in and out and saying pbskids.org. So yeah, that's basically it. And would you like to know when the Season 7 and Season 8 DVDs will be given individual releases, Soundcheck?
When is that?
All right, for Season 7, it would be released individually on June 10th, 2003.
Okay.
And then for Season 8, that one will be released April 6th, 2004. Because there wasn't any ARPA released on April 6, 2004. However, Sony Wonder did put out a Sesame Street release on that day called What's the Name of That Song, which was released on April 6, 2004. And I thought that would make sense because Season 8 concluded in December 2003, so it would make sense to have Season 8 be put out on DVD in April 2004. Wouldn't you agree, Soundcheck?
Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing about this is the Season 8 set has the Sony Wonder Online bumper appear after the PBS Kids ident in the second portion. On Disc 1 of Season 8, the Fishbowl ident comes before the Sony Wonder Online bumper. Disc 2, the Snow Globe ident comes before the Sony Wonder Online bumper. Disc 3, the Dash transformation ident comes before the Sony Wonder Online bumper, just like with Arthur Makes a Movie and Arthur Goes on the Field Trip DVD releases. Disc 4, the Dot transformation ident comes before the Sony Wonder Online bumper this time. And Disc 5 is just like Disc 1, where the Fishbowl ident comes before the Sony Wonder Online bumper, if you want to know about the Season 8 sets. So, Husky Dog 88, and I imagine a Clifford episode that focuses on swearing, but with Rufus and Jeffy swearing. From Season 3, called Clifford's Really Big Blunder. Basically, what happens is Clifford makes a mistake for having the evil dog Thomas babysit them, and he was the one that forced Rufus and Jeffy to watch something inappropriate called North Bark, a parody of South Park, except the swearing is censored with dog barks, as it's a kid's show.
Did you have something else?
Uh-oh.
What happened here?
What the freaking hell? I wasn't even doing anything.
It's all right. You know, sometimes computers do that as a technical glitch, but thankfully that glitch is one and done.
Okay, but I think it's really in close to midnight flicker. So I think maybe just to wrap this up, maybe to do a dialogue either normal or fan made, because I really gotta get some sleep soon.
We're gonna do one more one, which is a normal.
Just a normal, okay. And luckily, please don't do a bad one, please.
I will not.
Okay, yeah, I don't think Soundcheck would like that. Wouldn't he have to agree? Wait, let's see. Let's see if I can do a normal.
Here's one that is actually really, really good. So
we decided who would do what and planned out everything. Well, almost everything. I ate all the dragonberries, so we had to eat popcorn instead. Zach was a great chef, and the cake came out perfect. And when we win first prize, we're going to give it to you, Ketzel, because it's a cookbook, and we know how much you love to cook.
Yep, the big cake mix-up, which is surprisingly, the last episode of the 3 episodes on the VHS version of Easy as 1, 2, 3, but on the DVD, it's the 3rd episode. And I know this dialogue from my all-time favorite Dragon Tales episode of anything. This one, well, first I'll start off with Ord's thing, basically where it goes, "It's a little baby dragon! This is my brother Finn! You remember Finn? Hello! Wow! He's so cute. Love him! Finn is so cute. He likes to draw and likes to do lots of. But the best thing is Finn likes to play all the time."
Oh, I know where that one is from. That's from Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You were hearing everything, so.
Oh, mind if I give me one of my favorite dialogue?
Sure.
Go right ahead.
Hopefully,
this is
please
from-
not a bad one.
Okay. Yeah, this is from the All Grown Up episode. What was it? Trading Places, where Kimmy, she's walking home, and then she sees the mailman, and she goes, You come here every day, and the best thing you can do is junk mail.
An all grown up episode.
Yeah.
But
It was
yeah, I
pretty funny.
think. Well, I think what I'm gonna do, Flicka. I think I'm just gonna do just one last dialogue, and then I'm gonna just go because it's already getting close to 12 midnight in my state, aka close to 10 o'clock in your state.
One more. I'll do one more.
One last one. One last one.
One last one after you, okay?
Okay. No. Okay. For my last turn to do this one, for the best one to do. Okay. How about this one, where it goes? Sir Topham had a plan. The new loop line is completed, he said to Edward. I want you to teach Stepney how to run it properly. But sir, he asked, who will look after the freight cars? Duck will do your work, said Sir
Edward,
Topham.
the really useful engine.
Ha! When the other engines heard Duck was going to help them, they were pleased. Yep, I did that Baldwin version.
Here's an impression, but this one isn't from Thomas or Dragon Tales. But
Okay.
But soundcheck, I think you're gonna know where this dialogue comes from. Let's see. You're right, Brain. I did ruin everything. I'm such a failure. If anybody wants me, I'll be in the janitor's closet.
Oh, wait, I think that's from Elwood City Turns 100.
Yes, it is. How
Okay.
did you know?
All right, Flicka. Oh, sorry. Okay, now Flicka. Now I'm gonna go. But you can sound check and keep talking.
All right. Moving
All right.
Game Lover 98. Thank you for
Moving
joining
Game Lover.
us.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you so much for meeting me. And hopefully you can. No way.
So anyway, now we can talk about now let's go on to the Clifford canon. All right. All right. And now we're going to look at the list of PBS Kids items from 1999 to 2008 on season 3 of Clifford the Big Red Dog, fan-made season 3 from 2003 to 2004.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Now we're starting off with the season 3 premiere episodes. Goodbye, Jenna, and Wish for a Fish. The episode air date will be Monday, May 5th of 2003. And the PBS Kids ident is the 2002 PBS Kids Fishbowl ident, where Dash looks at a goldfish in a fishbowl, imagines himself as an orange goldfish, and gets eaten by Dot as a green fish.
Okay.
And that makes sense because fish is a type of pet. And that's why I chose that ident for the season 3 premiere.
Nothing here. We'll go through just a few more, and then I'm gonna go and go to bed.
All right. Let's maybe talk about maybe the first 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Save time.
Okay, so we just did episode 1.
Now for episode 2.
Okay,
Snow
that's
Day
Snow
and
Day and Clifford the Skiing Dog. And it's from May 6th, 2003.
Tuesday, May 6, 2003.
Yeah. And the PBS Kids ident is Snow Globe one from 2002, where Dash ice skates on an ice rink in a snow globe, and then zooms out to Dot holding the snow globe.
Now, Dot is actually the same shade of blue as the background in the snow globe ident, instead of the usual lime green. Same thing happens with Dash.
Yep.
Now,
and it actually works because it's a winter themed episode.
Anyway, unlike the Fishbowl and Snow Globe idents, which faded in and out and said pbskids.org for on season 7 and 8 of Arthur, you want to know?
I think these are the ones that cut in and out.
And does not say pbskids.org. Now for season 3, episode 3.
Has Jeffy's Missing Blanket and Clifford versus Jeffy from Wednesday, May 2nd, 2003. And the PBS Kids ident is Dot Transformation, where Dot transforms as a tiger, octopus, and astronaut.
That kind of makes sense because let's just say Jeffy's blanket has stars around it.
Yeah, because there's stars in the sky.
Yes. Wasn't it the most common ident you saw on Clifford?
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Do you remember seeing anything else on Clifford besides that one?
I might have saw the 2008 ident, and I think I saw the Dash or Dot one.
From 1999?
Yeah.
I remember seeing the Dash ident on Clifford a couple of times in 2003, along with a strange error in the Dot transformation ident.
Yeah, that has the snow globe audio.
Yes. Now for episode 4.
So episode 4 is The Musicians of Birdwell and T-Bone's favorite book.
It's like a Clifford version of the Musicians of Bremen almost, but with a Clifford twist.
And the air date is Thursday, May 8th, 2003. And it has the 1999 Dot ident, but with the Dash transformation audio.
Now, what's similar to this era in comparison to what happened on the 2004 or 2005 airing of Zoom?
The 1999 Dash ident has the 2000 Dot transformation audio. And this one is the opposite.
Now, how is it like opposite of what happened on Zoom?
Is that for Zoom, it's Dash with Dot transformation audio. Well, in this case, it's the exact counterpart. It's counterpart audio.
And that is...
Yeah, and that's the Dash transformation audio, but on the Dot ident.
How did you like that idea of an era where that Clifford episode would have the 1999 Dot ident with Dash transformation audio playing over it?
That was actually cool.
All right, now we get into another episode that has the same audio, but in the correct ident itself.
Yeah, which is the Dash Transformation one, and that's season 3, episode 5. Clifford make believes and Jeffy in the cave, and the air date is Friday, May 9th, 2003.
Now, what exactly happens in both the 1999 dot and 2000 dash transformation idents? If you forgot to mention what happens.
Okay, so in the 1999 dot ident, Dot runs up to the front of the screen, and for the Dash Transformation one, Dash transforms as a caveman, scuba diver, and robot.
Now for episode 6. Now that's kind of like episode 4.
Except in this case, it has the correct audio.
Now,
That is Sleeping Jeffy and concert date at Rhode Island. The air date is May 12th, 2003.
and the PBS Kids ident.
Yeah, and that is the 1999 dot with the correct audio.
Now for episode 7.
That is Steven's School Project / T-Bone's Halloween Surprise. The air date is Tuesday, May 13th, 2003. And the PBS Kids ident is the fishbowl one, where Dash looks inside of a fishbowl, imagines himself as a goldfish, and is then eaten by Dot, the greenfish.
Same as episode 1.
Yeah.
Now let's go to episode 8.
The Wizard of Dogs and Cleo in Wonderland.
Basically Clifford versions of The Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. And the air date is Wednesday, May 14th, 2003. PBS Kids ident is the 1999 Dash, where Dash is thinking about something.
This will be the first season 3 episode to use that ident.
All right. And for episode 9, Clifford visits the 8 Simple Rules, which is a double-length episode. And it's from Thursday, May 18th, May 15th, 2003.
The episode is actually a quadruple length
Yeah.
episode,
Oh, a quadruple length.
which means it lasts around 90 minutes.
And the PBS Kids ident is Dash Transformation from 2000. And Dash transforms as a caveman, scuba diver, and robot. All right. And now I'm going to do one more. And that is Clifford Remembers Mr. Blakeman, with the air date of Friday, May 16th, 2003, which is exactly 1 month before I was born.
This one is a double-length episode, and it's basically like a Clifford version of The Great McGrady.
Okay. And the PBS Kids ident is Dot is its counterpart to the Dash Transformation, and it's Dot Transformation from 2000. Where Dot transforms as a tiger, octopus, and astronaut.
Now, before you go, I just wanted to mention something that I have recently done.
Yeah.
I have recently ripped my DVDs onto the computer of DVDs of different PBS Kids shows, and the following shows that I have ripped. They are DVDs of Arthur, Clifford the Big Red Dog, the only 2 Dinosaur Train DVDs I have, along with my DVDs of Dragon Tales that I've also ripped, along with my only DVD of It's a Big, Big World, my JJ the Jet Plane DVDs, and of course my Sesame Street DVDs, including those Elmo's World DVDs that I've also ripped. And anyway, now I've worked on let's see. The last thing we'll do before you go is we'll read the season 3 trivia. All right. It says, Here, you can find some trivia facts about the third season of Clifford the Big Red Dog 2000 series. It says, Season 3 is the final season of the show to have Clifford voiced by John Ritter. Season 3 is the only season of the show to have 55 episodes, which is over twice as many episodes as there were in the previous season. The first 30 episodes of this season aired when John Ritter was alive, and the remaining 25 episodes of this season aired a few months after John Ritter passed away unexpectedly from an extremely rare heart disease called an aortic dissection. Season 3 is also the only season of the show to use the exact same animation style from Clifford's Puppy Days, which was in production at the exact same time as this season of Clifford the Big Red Dog. Season 3 is the very first season of the show to have Cinar Corporation, a Canadian television company that worked on other PBS Kids programming such as Caillou, Zaboomafoo, and Arthur, make Clifford the Big Red Dog in addition to Scholastic and Mike Young Productions. What did you think about that sound check?
That was a good trivia.
Now, what did you think about that? You know, that part of trivia where Cinar Corporation starts making Clifford beginning with the third season in addition to Arthur.
Well, that's actually cool having being a joint production with Arthur, Zaboomafoo, and Whimsy's House, and Caillou.
And then it says, now, get ready for this next bit of trivia here. It says, Season 3 is also the very first season of the show to have Arthur music composer Rafe Bobby join in to compose music for Clifford the Big Red Dog. And as such, some of the background music from Arthur is used again in this season of Clifford the Big Red Dog. He would compose music along with Mark Mothersbach and Josh Mansell. This makes it the first season to have 3 music composers instead of 2. All right. Season 3. Season 3 is also the first season where the end credits last much longer than the previous 2 seasons, with a slower-paced instrumental of the theme song, unlike the previous 2 seasons, which ended with a very quick instrumental of the theme song. Here's something interesting. New characters are introduced this season, which are Steven, Jetta's cousin, and Jeffy, a Siberian Husky. Steven is voiced by Mark Rendell, who also voiced Arthur in Season 7 for 8 of Arthur, and Jeffy is voiced by Daniel Brochu, who also voiced Buster Baxter on Arthur. This is also the very first season where the cast and crew members of Arthur work on Clifford the Big Red Dog, such as Daniel Brochu, Mark Rendell, Alex Hood, Bruce Dinsmore, etc. This is also the very first season of the show to have some cast members from Dragon Tales join the cast members of Clifford the Big Red Dog, such as Ty Olsson, the voice of Ord in Dragon Tales as Gordon, Channel Strand, the voice of Cassie in Dragon Tales as Chloe, Jason Mikas, the voice of Zack in Dragon Tales as the evil green greyhound named Thomas, Andrea Libman, the voice of Emmy in Dragon Tales as Julie, who is actually the exact same red-haired girl that wore a pink shirt and had a heart necklace, who was a silent background character and had no name in the previous 2 seasons, who appeared in episodes including the very first episode of the entire series, My Best Friend, back in the first season. But here in the 3rd season, the girl is officially given the name Julie, who actually speaks for the very first time in the 3rd season. And Danny McKinnon, the voice of Max in Dragon Tales, plays Clifford's son, Rufus. Season 3 marks the very first time since the 1988 Clifford's Fun With series where Clifford actually talked to Emily Elizabeth. On top of that, this is the first time that all of the dogs talk to humans. Unlike the previous 2 seasons, where the dogs only talked to other dogs and only barked when humans were present. Because of this change, where the dogs talk to humans this season, some of the episodes would feature combinations of humans and dogs laughing together at the end of some episodes, unlike the previous 2 seasons, where it was one, which was the humans, or the other, which were, of course, the dogs. Season 3 is the only season in which actors that are not in the same country as the characters in the show voice some characters. For instance, Jason Swimer, who voiced E.W. Reed in season 7 to 10 of Arthur, voiced Charlie in this season despite not being Jamaican. And Alex Hood, who voiced the Brain in season 7 to 9 of Arthur, voices Vaz despite not being Latino. Season 3 is also the first season to have Tom Kenny, who was most famously known as the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants in the Nickelodeon show of the same name, join the cast of Clifford the Big Red Dog. He voices Steven's dad, Mr. Cook, this season and all other future seasons. Skyscraper Jackson makes the most appearances this season. This is Samuel E. Wright's first season to be part of Clifford the Big Red Dog, in which he voices Charlie's uncle, Benjamin. He would continue to appear on the show again in season 6 after a couple of years of absences in seasons 4 and 5. Samuel E. Wright was most famously known as the voice of Sebastian the Crab in the 1989 Disney animated feature film The Little Mermaid. 3 seasons later, Jodie Benson, who voiced Ariel in the same film, would join the cast as the voice of Aunt Jodie, who is Jeffy's aunt, beginning with the 6th season. Season 3 is also Arthur Holden's first season of the show. Arthur Holden's first season of the show. He was famously known as the voice of Mr. Ratburn on Arthur. Season 3 is also the very first season where Josh Mansell and Mark Mothersbach explore music in a brand new way by changing the keys of some of the already known closing music cues from the previous 2 seasons. On top of that, Mark Mothersbach and Josh Mansell also add in a lot more instrument samples. In the 3rd season, besides using the instrument samples from the previous 2 seasons, such as the Kurzweil Mark 152 digital grand piano, the clavichords, the tuba sample from the Roland Orchestral Family Volumes 1 and 2 sampler CD-ROM, and the pizzicato and contrabassoon samples from the EMU Proteus 2 orchestral synthesizer, they also add in more instrument samples from the EMU Proteus 2 orchestral synthesizer in the 3rd season, and these instrument samples they use in the 3rd season include, but are not limited to, the clarinet, bass clarinet, the oboe, the regular bassoon, the xylophone, and the harp, among others. This gives the music in this show a brand new taste, and with more EMU Proteus 2 orchestral instrument samples added, some of the sound from the synthesizer may remind them of seasons 3 to 7 of Thomas and Friends, or even some Ragdoll-produced shows such as Teletubbies. Season 3 is also the only season of the show to have Clifford himself announce the funding credits. In that case, it's the only season with John Ritter as Clifford doing the funding. Anyway, how did you like season 3 actually having Clifford himself, John Ritter, announce the funding, unlike season 2, which was Cleo, Cree Summer?
Well, that actually makes sense.
And all right. Well, we hope. Well, sound check. If you got to get going, go right ahead.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Anyway, I'm going to sign off pretty shortly here myself as well. And before I go, I'm just going to read a few more things. Let's look at a few more articles in the Clifford fandom that I made. All right. The next one I'm going to read, this one is a fan-made article on Jodie Benson in the Clifford fandom wiki. It says, Jodie Benson is an American actress. She is well known as the voice of Ariel in the 1989 Disney animated feature film The Little Mermaid. Other voice work she did were Jenna in the remaining 2 Balto films, as well as the main character Thumbelina in the 1994 animated Don Bluth film of the same name. She joined the cast of Clifford the Big Red Dog beginning with the 6th season in 2006, where she voiced Jeffy's Aunt Jody. Now, here's one that I've written as well. This one's on Catherine Beaumont, and it says, Catherine Beaumont is a British actress. At the age of 13 years old, she did the voice of Alice Liddell in the classic 1951 Disney animated feature film Alice in Wonderland. 2 years later, in 1953, at the age of 15, she did the voice of Wendy Darling in another classic Disney animated feature film called Peter Pan, or some people call it Peter Pan, 4000. After that film, she stopped doing major voice work of an animated character for 53 years. She still continued to voice her Disney characters later on, but they were given more minor roles. In 2005, she retired from doing voice work for Disney. However, a year later in 2006, when she was 68 years old, she came back to do major voice work of an animated character, and she became part of the voice cast for Clifford the Big Red Dog beginning in the 6th season, where she voiced a British green poodle named Tammy, who first appeared in the episode Birdwell's Got Talent, the 7th episode of the 6th season. She continued to voice her until the 2000 series end run in early 2016. All right. Now, one more thing. I'm going to read an article on the episode, on a fan-made episode from Season 3. It says, Steven rides a bike is the first half of the 49th episode of the 3rd season of Clifford the Big Red Dog. It aired on January 8, 2004. And here's the plot synopsis. This episode starts on the last day of school, and Miss Carrington's students are wrapping up work on a test about everything they've learned in school. A minute later, they turn the tests into Miss Carrington, who gives everyone an A on all of the students' grades. At Jetta's house, Skyscraper Jackson makes an announcement on the TV about the big bicycle race coming up, and hearing this, Steven is excited about the race coming up and wants to know how to ride a bike. However, his dad, Mr. Cook, is very concerned about his son's safety on bike riding. Steven goes out to ride his bike a few times until suddenly he goes too fast and falls off. Luckily, he doesn't hurt himself badly, but after falling a few more times, Steven doesn't think he wants to go bike riding anymore and bursts into tears, crying. Emily Elizabeth and Clifford appear, and Clifford asks Steven what's wrong, and Steven sadly explains to him he fell off his bike a few times, and he doesn't think it's a good idea to keep riding the bike after falling off of it 4 times. Emily Elizabeth understands exactly how he feels and explains to Steven that Emily Elizabeth also felt the exact same way after falling off of her skateboard last year after she lost her lucky charm, until Charlie and Baz helped her understand how important it is to believe in yourself and stay confident. And then after finishing her story, she tells Steven the same thing, that even if he has fallen a few times, that he should still believe in himself, be confident and brave, and keep on trying. Hearing what Emily Elizabeth told him, Steven feels much better and is determined to keep on going bike riding. He rides past Charlie and Baz, who are also riding bikes. Skyscraper Jackson coaches the kids on who can ride bikes the fastest, and Steven wins the practice race. Meanwhile, Clifford, Cleo, T-Bone, and Jeppy are playing ball outside when suddenly, out of nowhere, a magic school bus surprises them, and they see the same kids and Miss Frizzle, who have stopped by Birdwell Island. Keisha becomes very frightened when she sees Clifford barking next to her and the other kids, and she tells Miss Frizzle to run for her life. But Clifford tells Keisha not to be afraid because even though Clifford may be giant, he's actually a nice, cute, and adorable dog. Clifford introduces himself to Keisha and tells her that both she and Clifford are made by Scholastic. Keisha then explains to Clifford that their own show, The Magic School Bus, premiered in 1994, while Clifford, the Big Red Dog, premiered 6 years later in 2000. Afterwards, Keisha explains to Clifford that she and the other Magic School Bus students came by to Birdwell Island for their lunch break, and that Keisha has heard very cool stories about Clifford. She also explains to him that her mother used to read her Clifford books when she was younger. Clifford is completely surprised and excited to know that a character from the Magic School Bus had Clifford books whose mother used to read to. Keisha then explains to Clifford that Scholastic is the king of all book publishing companies. Clifford then explains to Keisha that Clifford is the most famous and official Scholastic mascot. No wonder why he's very popular. He then tells Keisha that she is his absolute favorite character out of all the Magic School Bus characters, which makes Keisha very happy. She then tells all the other students Clifford likes Keisha and that he isn't scary at all. Afterwards, Clifford leaves Keisha and tries to meet the other Magic School Bus characters. Next, Clifford talks to the teacher, Miss Frizzle, and Miss Frizzle tells Clifford a very interesting story, that her son is actually named Clifford Frizzle, and that he is 3 years old and loves watching Clifford the Big Red Dog. Clifford is surprised to find out that Miss Frizzle's son's name is the same name as himself. Clifford then asks Miss Frizzle which field trip she and the kids went on before stopping at Birdwell Island for a lunch break. And Miss Frizzle explains that she and the kids were learning about the science of transportation and about other vehicles that take people places besides a school bus, and also about what makes vehicles function properly. Then Clifford greets Carlos, who accidentally embarrasses Clifford by telling him strange jokes about him. This makes Clifford embarrassed, and Carlos immediately apologizes for his mistake. Then Clifford meets Arnold, who faints at the sight of Clifford's big size and tells Miss Frizzle he wishes he stayed home. Clifford tells Arnold that there is nothing to be afraid of because he's not a scary dog at all. Meanwhile, Clifford's bark accidentally causes Ralphie's baseball cap to fly out of his head, and Ralphie chases after it. And Clifford apologizes for accidentally causing Ralphie's hat to fly out of his head, and Ralphie immediately forgives him because he knew it was an accident. Clifford then licks Ralphie. Clifford meets Phoebe, Tim, and Dorothy Ann, who are currently eating ice cream, and Clifford is wanting to eat ice cream. However, Tim explains that his ice cream has chocolate. Then Dorothy Ann tells Tim that, according to her research, chocolate is extremely dangerous for dogs due to the fact that chocolate contains a very poisonous chemical called theobromine. And she warns Clifford that if dogs eat chocolate, they can become seriously sick and possibly die. Tim and Phoebe then put up a sign that says, "Warning, dogs should never eat chocolate. May be harmful or fatal if dogs consume it in large amounts." Finally, Clifford meets Wanda, who is playing a game of chess. Clifford then starts feeling a sneeze coming on, and he lets out a gigantic sneeze, which accidentally knocks over Wanda's chess pieces. But Clifford manages to get all the pieces just in time for Wanda to continue playing chess. She asks Clifford if he would like to play the game with her, which he agrees. Clifford then wins the game of chess, then Skyscraper Jackson announces that the bike race has just started. Miss Frizzle tells her students that they gotta get back on the Magic School Bus because she's worried that if they stay for the bicycle race, the school may close before they can get their stuff to go home. Stephen almost beats the bicycle race, and as Emily, Elizabeth, and the gang are racing across Birdwell Island on their bicycles, Ralphie asks Miss Frizzle if it's just him or if they need to get back to school. Clifford then sadly tells Ralphie not to leave, but happily cheers Stephen on with the bicycle race. Finally, when Clifford sees that the magic school bus left Birdwell Island before he could even say goodbye, Clifford becomes very depressed that the magic school bus left Birdwell Island until T-Bone tells him it was cool to see Ralphie, Wanda, Dorothy Ann, and the other kids. Stephen then wins the bicycle race, and Clifford congratulates him by giving him a gold ribbon, and Mr. Cook rewards him by taking him out to get ice cream at Charlie and Samuel's place at Birdwell Island, and he drives away, ending the episode. Now for some notes and trivia. For the very first time since 1997, characters from the Magic School Bus appear, and also for the very first time ever, characters from the Magic School Bus appear on an episode of another TV show other than the Magic School Bus, as they appear in the last 5 minutes of this episode of Clifford the Big Red Dog 2000 version. Keisha has the most dialogue out of all the Magic School Bus characters in this episode. Susan Blue gave the producers permission to have characters from the Magic School Bus in it. Susan Blue gave the producers permission to have characters from the Magic School Bus appear on Clifford the Big Red Dog in this episode. In addition, the Magic School Bus music composer Peter Lurie allowed Mark Mothersbach and Josh Mansell to rearrange the theme song for the Magic School Bus in this episode, although the end credits do not credit him for some reason. This episode was originally scheduled to air in 2003. However, PBS decided to have that episode air in 2004 instead to honor the 10th anniversary of the TV series The Magic School Bus. Even though The Magic School Bus premiered in September of 1994, and this episode aired in January 2004. While some of the voice actors reprise the roles of their characters from the Magic School Bus, other characters are voiced by different voice actors. For instance, Lily Tomlin reprises the role of Miss Frizzle, and Erica Luttrell, Maya Filer, Lisa Yamanaka, and Tara Meyer reprise their roles of the four girls, Keisha, Phoebe, Wanda, and Dorothy Ann, respectively. On the other hand, the boys in the show, Arnold, Ralphie, Carlos, and Tim, are voiced by completely different voice actors. Even though Arnold was voiced by Amos Crawley and Danny Tamborelli in the Magic School Bus, he is voiced by Mark Rendell instead in this Clifford the Big Red Dog episode. Even though Ralphie was voiced by Stuart Stone in the Magic School Bus, he is voiced by Alex Hood instead in this Clifford the Big Red Dog episode. Even though Carlos was voiced by Daniel DeSanto in the Magic School Bus, he is voiced by Ada Ortega instead in this Clifford the Big Red Dog episode. And finally, even though Tim was voiced by Max Bedford and Andrew Audley Laura in the Magic School Bus, he is voiced by Ogie Banks III instead in this Clifford the Big Red Dog episode. They would also appear in an episode of the 4th season, Clifford's Outer Space Adventure. Oh, that episode, when it's paired up with Dancing Jeffy, Steven rides a bike and Dancing Jeffy, they both have the 1999 PBS Kids dot ident where Dot runs up to the screen, and that makes sense because there's a bike race going on, and biking is part of exercise just like running. All right. Well, everyone, I've been streaming for 3 hours now. So I'm going to sign off for now and stay tuned for the next stream coming up on August 2nd. And it will be another stream with Movie and Game Lover 98 coming up on August 2nd. So, until then, thank you all for watching. Aw, and thanks for saying happy birthday to me. I really enjoyed doing this stream with you guys, because I figured I'd do a special treat to celebrate my 24th birthday tomorrow. And I will catch you all later.